Against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on.
There's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like. There's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like. There's always just that active red light defending. I think it's like.
I'm alive. Oh gosh, wow, hopefully I'll just
always just that active red light defending.
There's no
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on.
And some of you lot may have just caught me, better yet, saying, people deluded, I'm back again. As you can see above my head, it's Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. It's our second from last game of the Premier League season. It's our last away game. You know, when it's all said and done, there's evident areas of improvement with our team. We can be proud. The sun's shining in London. I don't know what it's looking like in Nottingham. Them lot down the road lost. Hopefully we can get back to 3 points, and what goes around comes around. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button, people. The Twitch gang, one love. Someone get the predictions going. I've had a terrible start to my day, if I'm honest with you lot, people. I'm currently streaming this off a phone. My TV isn't working because the broadband is down, so it's all a madness. So I apologize if there's any technical difficulties, if the quality isn't quite there. I've done what I can in it, people. If I share the lineup with you lot, and I'll do the graphics in just a second. Obviously, my first thought, in fact, better yet, if you're just listening in, Ramsdale, White, Gabriel, Kieran, Xhaka, Jorginho, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. Now, I'm sure like a lot of you, and I think Cam just commented it, the first thought is Xhaka probably playing left back. You know, obviously we take Xhaka out of that team, you lose a lot. I did think Partey would be back in because, you know, Nottingham Forest are fighting for their lives. They're fighting to stay in the division. You know, they're going to make it nervous. They're going to make it physical, something we struggle with. Naturally, Partey was going to come in. I did assume Tierney would start. Xhaka and Partey would continue their partnership. It wasn't to be, and you could almost say it's a new low for Tierney, really. Not that he had the best of games and arguably could have been dropped off. Wow, it's a bit harsh to just throw a man in. Could have been dropped, really, based off the last game against Brighton, as could a number of players. If I'm real with you, Trossard, you got to score today. I think you will. You got to score today because arguably, even though I would have started you and I believe you should start, definitely while Martinelli's going to play no part, you could have made a case for young Reece Nelson. Obviously, big up to the young Highlanders on the bench. Waters, Moura, Wendera. Hopefully, they could get some minutes. Probably not, but he's a tough tackle in centre mid. Waters, obviously, a fullback you lot have seen. Koza Dewberry, the minute you heard Martinelli wasn't going to be involved, you knew he'd be the next one up. Very exciting player. Done what he could at youth level, making the FA Youth Cup final. We just didn't have enough about it. We need to get back to winning ways. All we can do is finish the season on a high. Any streams as well, please, please, please make sure you're sharing them because I'm going to have to watch it on the stream and you know how much I hate it. Xhaka playing left back should be fun. It has to be an inverted tick. It has to be an inverted Xhaka tick. It can't be out and out left back. Partey's probably coming to give us a bit more balance, but Xhaka will probably unofficially, organically have to defend, but be inverted. You've got Jorginho in there as well, trying to help us keep ball. It's a big decision from the gaffer. It's a bit mad if I'm honest. Like, that's why he's the manager and I'm here on YouTube. I'll rock with it until anything other than that. But boy, surely it could have just been a quick Tierney thing. And it's another, we're at, but it's another makeshift back line, really. You've got the young Kirill. You've got White, who's had a bit of a wobble. Ramsdale signed a new deal, might be in positive lines. Xhaka at left back. I'm not trying to criticize our players. I'm just trying to put myself in Nottingham Forest shoes. The first thing I'd be saying if I was Nottingham Forest manager is get a tackle, leave something on an Arsenal player, get the crowd up, get physical, get into them. Ask questions of that defense. Kyrill's done okay, but the jury's still out. Get him. He's at Nottingham Forest. When I think of Forest, I think of the last couple of FA Cup games, and while we beat them at the Emirates, going to their place, obviously, it ain't really been good. You know, I don't think he's there anymore, but he's at Blackburn. I think his contract's running down. Is it Ben Berriton and that? Doing a madness. So we're going to have to stand up to be counted today, isn't it? Simple as that. Reece ain't even on the bench. His peak. He might have picked up a knock, or it could be in line with your busting out. So new blood is coming in. Shout yourself to Sadiq as well. Obviously, people, we've got just under an hour until kickoff. Someone please point me in the right way to watch this game. This lineup is booky, but I guess the gaffer can experiment now because we've already got top two. Probably a bit of an experimentation, a bit of necessity. Is it really experiment if we've seen Xhaka do it before? Plus, Xhaka's got his, Xhaka's, if we relieve report, Xhaka's gone. So it's not really experiment because you're not going to be here next year. To be fair, you could say the same for Tierney. It's uncertain, even young Smith Rowe. If anything, and I'm not criticizing it, surely he could have just given Fabio Vieira little runouts, because if him and Lokonga look like an 8 and a 6 respectively, we might be looking at midfield. Now, I'm not criticizing it. I'm just saying if we're not writing off the season, because there's always something to play for and we want to get back to winning ways. But if we're talking about next year, surely you play the players who are going to be here. Big up yourself, Daniel. Not so good. Streaming this off a phone, and you lot can't see it because, I'm a cool customer, but I'm extremely nervous. Obviously, I have to watch this on a stream, so I'm a bit peed off. But if I'm moaning about that, life's got to be good, innit? I can't make any issues. Xhaka's got to be inverted. It can't be an organic left back, He's not the best, Xhaka, I'm not criticizing him, but he's not the best tackler. He's not the fastest. That's not his game, is it really? So you at left back is shaky, but hopefully with Gabriel probably pulling out over there, Partey indirectly, a bit of a handbrake in the team. Trossard's going to have to do a hell of a lot defensively. Hopefully we kind of make up the difference. Stream looks solid, DG. Can't tell the difference off the back. We're rocking with it then, man. We're at where we're at, innit? We're at where we're at, my guy. I appreciate that. We're at where we're at. So we're just going to have to get on with it, really and truly. Big up everybody tuned in. Partey at right back and Kieran at left back, maybe? Nah, bro. I hear it, but you already got a fractured sort of team. You're making more holes, really. I would have thought, and the gaffer must have a plan. There's been a couple of times, not that he's rotated historically, but there's been a couple of changes, and we've all gone, "Ooh, what's that about?" And it's worked out. But I would have thought, surely, from what I expect, Nottingham Forest, and I hope I'm gassing them up, I would have thought it's a game for Tierney. You don't need to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give him another chance. Same way Trossard got one, because I'm a big fan of what Trossard's brought to the table. But if we're being honest with ourselves, he probably should have got the Smith Rowe treatment last week. And what I mean in that is not that even Smith Rowe's playing poor against Bournemouth, but he came on and came off. Now, man, want to experiment when the league is done. I've been calling for him to do this since the Saliba injury. To be fair, he has thrown Kieran in. And as an Arsenal fan point of view, I understand it. And it does leave me a bit frustrated because you always think, Kieran, clearly the jury's out and he's got things he can improve on. But he fits the system a lot better than Holding. Or better yet, you don't see Saliba's absence as much. To be fair to Rob Holding, I've said it before, I don't think he was as bad as people are making out. Evidently, we should not be relying on those sort of players as we're trying to fight for a title and do serious things. But we're at where we're at. The only thing I could say with my wannabe scout and coach hat on is maybe Kieran weren't impressing in training enough. Maybe he weren't, not necessarily impressive. Maybe they get into grips with the life in London, how he is psychologically. Because again, football's a mental game. That's been a Achilles heel of late. Maybe he's been overwhelmed. I don't know. Where is Nelson? We have to wait to Arteta. He's not in the squad, as you can see. Again, Koza Juby might have even taken his place. I was focused on Martinelli. It could have been him. And to be respectful to the bench, you kind of hope everything goes right today, innit? I don't think Holding in isolation has cost us. Holding obviously has frailties, but I was very critical of him going into the team. I don't think he was as bad as people made out. I maintained against West Ham, against Liverpool. I don't even know if he was there for Southampton, but that period he played, he was not the worst player on the pitch. And even if he was, there was a lot of variables as to why we didn't pick up 3 points or drop points from winning positions. I think it's easy to blame one person, even someone that we evidently know is not good enough. Obviously, I have a lot of sympathies for Mikel Arteta. Injuries is not one of them. Specifically, playing the likes of Holding is not one of them because we've seen this movie before. You can't watch the same movie and expect a different ending. So we're at where we're at. Clearly, we've got a good foundation. We've got some good options when everyone's fit. We've seen across this season that while we've had a good run with injuries, you never know when they're going to strike and the knock-on effect. So we need a bigger squad. Again, I said, hopefully, I hope everything goes right. I hope we, for minute one, we score 3, 4, 5 goals, turn the lights off, make them think towards next week, because I wouldn't say our bench is weak, but it's weak. You know, if we want to see out the game, you have Mr. 352 holding there again. You never know what Eddie Nketiah turns up. You could use him off the bench. Smith Rowe's a talented boy. I'm not being funny, but we signed Fabio Vieira for 20 odd million pounds. I know that's not the biggest of transfer fees, definitely in today's football. But if you spent 20 odd million pounds on someone, you should be able to use them away from home at a ground that you need 3 points at. Past that, you know, you'd love Koza Dewberry to get some game time, but it's a massive arts asking a man to play in the Premier League, let alone a very street smart and physical Nottingham Forest side. And to be even honest with you, Nottingham Forest have somewhat turned their form around of late, people. Smash the like button if you haven't done such already. I'm talking about the midfielder at left back to invert. I was suggesting either Partey play right back or Xhaka at left back. Yeah, but then we lose even more at the midfield. You know, Jorginho's great with the ball, and I know he makes interceptions, but the turnover thing, the transitions is not him. You go back to either Leeds or Crystal Palace. It was definitely one of the two. Respectfully to Jorginho, because he's done well, definitely of late. But when he came on, they were more, I think it was Palace. They got a bit more joy in the midfield. Ultimately, they went down the other end and scored almost instantaneously. So Arteta's got to have a plan. To be fair, you know, 3 games, 1 L. You know, the latest result that we had does leave a sour taste in your mouth. But prior to that, everybody who's come in been doing their job. You know, there's been a bit of chopping and changing. If I'm honest with you, Saka, we got to get back to scoring, big man. Jesus, I need to see you bagging. Trossard, I need a reaction. Partey, you lost your place. You've got it back for whatever reason. Make sure you play to the level that the manager says at home to Wolves you're playing. Can you imagine a few weeks ago, you know, Arsenal tickets, you couldn't even get an Arsenal ticket for Arsenal Wolves at home. Crazy. You're seeing them go for 28 all the way to 50,000 bags. Crazy stuff. Tierney stunk up the place. That's what I said earlier. Like, if you were rubbish, you can't complain if you're dropped. But what I would say is Tierney hasn't been given a run. By the same token, even to a degree, Trossard, you can't just throw a man in and expect them to do stuff. It's almost like they're fed to the wolves, but at the same time, you've got to take the chance. And maybe further confirmation that hopefully we get a left back, but that Tierney's going. You know, the first choice left back, Zinchenko, injured, irrelevant for this season. What's left of it? Tomiyasu coming against Liverpool. Obviously, you've seen Xhaka there. So I wonder, does the gaffer trust you away from home, where we've been better, where you know you have to defend? Obviously, at home, you can't really mess about with Brighton like we've done for the second year in a row. But we're at home, in theory, was meant to come out and be the stronger team and all of that jazz. And football's a weird game. And if you've seen, you know, the 2 Brighton fixtures, the 2 Brighton games that they've had sandwiched in with us in the middle, before the us and after us, you know, I just wish that Brighton side turned up. DG, do you think Partey is playing right back, then White right centre back, Gabriel left back, left centre back, and Kirill left back? I don't know until we watch it. I would imagine Kirill's going to stay towards the right with Benjamin White, and they'll invert and be narrow. And then I'd imagine Gabriel will kind of do what he does over there, and Xhaka will be a bit inverted. I kind of want Partey to play on the left-hand side if that is the case, though. But if I had to make a guess, he's probably going to play the right-hand side of that pivot. Odegaard, we're going to need a lot more from you as well. Problem is with Tierney in the team, the whole team has to change because he can't invert. But I hear that, but you have to find ways around it, really and truly. And at the same time, man, I think we do too much with this left-back thing. We evidently missed Zinchenko, but you can't want to do serious things in the Champions League, in the Premier League. If Zinchenko being out, a left-back being out, we're all down the toilet. You have to adapt. Cool, Tierney might not be that, but find another way. Now, we don't have Trent Alexander-Arnold, but had we had Trent Alexander-Arnold, for instance, White could probably go centre-back. Unfortunately, Kirill touches bench. Evidently, Trent would do his inverted right-back stuff, and then it doesn't really matter that Tierney's there. I'm happy that, because with Xhaka there, I think it's it's indirectly telling me Arteta, regardless of the threat that Nottingham Forest possess, we couldn't really build at anything in it. So he wants to, you know, play out from the back and get back to playing how we want. Arsenal will get roasted down that left-hand side. Hope not. Got to respect the ruthlessness from the gaffer. I hear it, because listen, all season I've not played down rotation, but I'm sure some of you have been here, and big up to you lot who have consistently supported my channel throughout the year. You lot have said this guy deserves a game. It's unfair, man. And I've said you're not wrong, but forgive my language. Fuck all of that. Like, 3 points first, collective first, then individual feelings. Of course, there's been times. I definitely think once you start getting to the end of the year, turn of the new year, Mikel has to start rotating and things like that. I don't think he trusts them. I don't think he has a squad. And I don't think when I say trust, I don't think he means they're bad players, but I don't think he trusts everybody in that lineup or off the bench. So in the summer, we need to have a certain number of players in the squad that we can start chopping and changing, and there's not a knock-on effect really. It's always the player that isn't involved that we miss. There's been times, clearly we've done well with Eddie coming in for Jesus, but we missed Jesus at times. We've obviously missed Saliba. We've missed several players really, and it happens. This ain't something exclusive to Arsenal at all. This is football. You're going to get injuries and all that jazz. I think that's why Caicedo is key, because his flexibility, can play midfield and inverted fullback next season, depending on the game. Listen, I'd love Caicedo. I'd love Declan Rice for that reason as well. I think if we lose Xhaka, we probably need another creative midfielder. But both of them players bring scope to get better, resale value, many years in front of them. Obviously, they've got physicality. For Declan Rice, I look at it like you're a bit of a blank canvas. You know, do we take what's got you playing 200 odd times in the Prem or for West Ham or whatever and keep you as that 6? Do we kind of see what you can do in the 8 row at a team that's more likely to have possession? Obviously, Declan Rice can fill in at centre-half. When there's that inevitable injury, will we necessarily move for a right-sided centre-back? You look at the way John Stones is playing at the moment for City. Not that we kind of need to get away from this City B team and that, but with the way Stones plays, and big up my guy Dims, because he's the one who said it really to me, and it made me think, like, could Declan Rice do that John Stones stuff for Arsenal? In the same way you look at, I previously looked at the Lisandro Martinez failed signing, but if you just humour me and assume we signed him, he played 12 times at the time I looked at left back. So I don't think he'd play there. I think he would have been bad news potentially for Gabriel or someone that could have been utilised with him. But now I'm starting to feel, you see the way Akanji and Ake and the left-sided centre-backs have been playing for City. Maybe that was Arteta's angle with the Lisandro Martinez signing, potential signing. Hello, DG. Just can't agree with Tierney being left out. He surely will get some minutes. Tierney's future is not looking. It's not looking good, man. It's peak. All the members of the Flying Scotsman Society, we might have to sell our stocks, man. I know some of you jumped ship already. Smash the like button if you haven't already, people. Again, sorry, folks. Let me remove the lineup and do the annoying part, which is obviously the lineup. So let me go on Arsenal. Let me load up Photoshop. Smash the like button. Keep your thoughts, talking points, and yada, yada, yada concern. Let's get up we need that. I tried to second guess some of this lineup as well. It did not bang at all. Because Arteta's always got an ace up his sleeve, man. I tried to guess. Who would have thought Tierney, man? I might have jinxed you. I was so sure that Tierney might start today. His name was on the sheet. Unfortunately, Arteta said, yeah, I got a next plan, man. Don't worry. So, yeah, well, to be fair, did get Ramsdale White, Kirill, Gabriel. Don't really get major points for that. Obviously, let's install Mr. Jorginho. It should be a good game again. Nottingham Forest are in that kind of what I wanted Arsenal to do in the race for the Premier League. In that you're probably going down in it. Like it's you could still get out, but it's looking shaky, really and truly. So what have you got to lose? You're playing the team that's second best on paper in the Premier League. If you lose, it's not going to make too many headlines. If you win, well, to be fair, there shouldn't be any papers sold if Arsenal lose this, God forbid. But you know what's already said, really. So you've got Saka, you've got Mr. Trossard. You're not number 20, you're number 19. That's actually Arsenal's lineup. Thought we was going to see that Danilo against us, people. So for Nottingham Forest, a player that, you know, if you go back to January / better yet, probably August and that, we was linked with him. I'm not watching Nottingham Forest week in, week out. Can't really tell you how he's adapted to life in the Premier League, but I would have loved to have seen him. I can't lie, Trossard, you need to score even more now. I recognise an ex-Spurs player in Serge Aurier. Get onto him. Certain man lost today. Let's not let that be yours. You've got Aurier. It just looks like a FIFA team, really and truly. And I don't know how Nottingham Forest's stuff is set up, but these players have got to be on decent wages. And forgive me if I'm wrong, I could have put a number, but it seems like Nottingham Forest are the only team trying to rival Chelsea for bringing in a whole heap of players within the last couple of transfer windows. So Lord knows how many players they've got on their books. Lord knows where the finances are set up. Obviously, there's parachute payments and all of that jazz in the Premier League, but it don't look good. And to be fair, I don't know the length of contract. Some of these players are probably, respectfully to Forest, relegation could have been a thing when they signed or had to have been a possibility. So naturally, while you want to play in the Premier League, try to keep the club up and whatnot, a good agent for half of these players that Nottingham Forest fans might have looked at and said, oh, who's that? He's been linked with this club and that club. Probably got decent get-out clauses or escape routes or a good formulative plan of how to do that. You've got Mr. Reggie Yates. I don't know why I'm scared of you, but I am. Something just told me there's something scary with the way you play. You've got Mr. Lodi in there as well. It should be a decent game for the neutrals. For us, I think it's going to be a nail-biting roller coaster, but I hope the boys prove me wrong. I want it to be a boring game where Arsenal just win. The last couple of games have been filled with a lot of ups and downs, man. Morgan Gibbs White is in there, and I got my eye on you. You better make sure you have a good game because you've been talking a bit mad about Arsenal in the last few weeks. To be fair, you got your wish. You said, I hope they're out of the title race by the time they rock up here. Fair enough. Oh, fair enough. I might have actually been proven wrong. Danilo is in the lineup, so we're going to see firsthand. Edu, please. In the summer, please, because we failed to get Douglas Luiz. Cool. Didn't get me Caicedo, bidding in the wrong periods. Bruno Guimaraes, I don't know why. We've got this Brazilian thing going on, and he's over there in Newcastle. I'm not going to criticize you for not bringing in Delilo, but that's another midfielder that did a rocking. Partey never had a release clause. He's probably not an Arsenal player. So, yeah, in the summer, big man, get the barbecues out and let's get some players that could make us a bit stronger for this domestic and European campaign for 2023-24. Forest beat Arsenal. Let's call it that. Big up you lot. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button, people. One love for tuning in. As usual, Twitch gang, you're not left out. Let's get that. So in a second, you should see to the left and right of myself, people, the lineups for both teams. There you have it. In fact, what we can do is, do you lot prefer it like that, or do you want me to put up the graphic again? Xhaka in the back four. Yeah, probably it's going to be a bit different. We're probably going to be a free, unofficially off the ball. Tierney, it's been real, my guy. It's been real. It's been real. Arteta overthinking with the left back Xhaka thing. Maybe he's overthinking, but if it works, he's a genius. If you lose, then these are question marks. It's a bit like the Chelsea game. I was sitting there. I'm sure Partey didn't start. Sorry, forgive me for like, whoa, because I don't know about anyone else, but purely because of what Partey has as a footballer, I don't really feel, at least for this season and since he's been here, I don't feel comfortable when he's not there. That's not to say we haven't done our thing with him, but the decision was vindicated. Arteta has shown he's not afraid on and off the field to make unpopular decisions or live or die by his sword. Because if you do crazy things, people are going to look at you. And you know, in the last, I think, anyways, there's many things we could have learned in the first half of the season, especially defensively. But I think the bulk of where Arsenal need to go better next season, beyond obviously additions and recruitment and all that jazz, is how this last period has panned out mentally, tactically, rotation, all of these sort of things. You know, all of that sort of stuff. It's time to get Gasperini. I'm a big Gasperini fan, but I think that one, I'm happy with Arteta. Next season, if he's not improved from certain things, we can have a conversation, but I'm cool with him. Firmino equalizes. I'm sure it's 1-1. I saw on social media, I don't know if it happened today, but Ollie Watkins took a horrible penalty. And what happens with Smith Rowe? Free my guy. He just can't play after lining it up last year. I think we go again next year, but I would say leaving permanently, potentially going on loan, could be a madness. Count Dracula taking over at Anfield. Hail Don Emre DG. Big up Emre. Shout out to yourself, man. If you lot get Cancelo and Ikai, it will be mad. Even if Ikai has at least 2 more seasons in him, it's gonna cost cha-ching. Big wages for both them players. You could get Gundogan on a free, but he's probably gonna get a fat sell-on clause. You know, if I'm Gundogan at 33 years of age, if City are offering you a 2-year deal, if Barca are offering you a 2-year deal, or Madrid or one of them clubs, if Arsenal are offering you a 3-year deal, I wouldn't say we're the most attractive proposition, but you might have to consider really and truly. So, yeah, signing on fee, decent wages. Obviously, Cancelo's going to cost a decent amount and new wages. I'm no finance man, but you factor in, assuming we get Saliba over the line to follow Martinelli, Ramsdale's new deal, Bukayo Saka. This all takes part of the resources. Isn't this Firmino's last game at Anfield? I knew I should have bet on that. Ruben Neves leaving on a free. Arteta needs to take another look at him. I mean, him and Telemans, I think there's an admiration. I think we like them, but I only think them kind of guys now, if they return, if we return in for them, it's a bit like with Jorginho and Trossard in that we know they're available. Other targets, we were unable to bring them in. None of that banged. Let's save a bit of face, sign these guys. I think the boat's kind of left really and truly without knowing the asking price of what he wants. You know, Ruben Neves, he's contracted until 2024. Him, Rice, Milinkovic-Savic, there's a couple of players. So they're selling clubs. Obviously, everybody looks at the Prem or English clubs as money, but they're going to have to be a bit sensible knowing that, you know, in 6 months, my maths is terrible, but from 6 months into the summer, I can get a new move. to be honest. And you got to remember, there's the Euros. If I'm Telemans, if I'm Neves, if I'm Declan Rice, you know, if I'm their clubs, well, in fact, tell a lie, their clubs as well. But apart from Rice, because they got an option of another year, you probably want to provoke a bidding war. But if I'm them players, I want to probably go on holiday, and then I know what club I'm signing for, or I want to decide what club I'm going for, rest for the season and start again. I've got a Euros to think about. It's over for Tierney at Arsenal. I reckon. Imagine being benched for Xhaka, who's close to joining Leverkusen. But Xhaka's still, you know, Xhaka is someone that isn't gonna, you know, down tools and things. And Tierney looks like he's cutting same way, really. Smith Rowe is the only Arsenal player I rated last season, falling off the map. Sadly, come to the field. Allow it, man. But yeah, it'd be nice, man. It'd be nice to see Smith Rowe. Like, Smith Rowe and Tierney living in the same window. And Balogun, hey London, that. I know we need to make tough decisions, but come on, man. Like, let me ease into it a bit, pause. To be honest, DG, this is the level our manager can take us. It's only second best. To be fair, considering we were fifth, I'm here with it. I don't think so. I don't know if Arteta can win a Prem, can win a major European or not, and all of these things. But you've shown me you can win titles. You've shown me that you can make mistakes and definitely learn. But you've shown me you got some crazy tactics. You're bold. You're innovative. You do this possession stuff. We're scoring goals. You're my guy for now, innit? Until I see something to suggest that it's not going to happen here for us under him, I think you're the guy, and I don't think you've reached full capacity. Now, there's going to be even more expectation next season. Obviously, you have spent a decent amount of money. There are some lessons that I think you've got to take your time to learn, but where squad depth, relying on certain players, I can't lie, I'm kind of running out of patience there. So, yeah, I think there's many different scales we can go up, really. Wait, wasn't there a little drama with Tierney? I remember something from the documentary, but I forgot with who. But it looks like he's checked out mentally. I can't remember him getting a solid game since. Not a clue, really, if I'm honest with you. But whoever wants to cut. Guy said the same when we finished fifth. Trust the process. Tierney, bust out. Xhaka starting over you is a violation. Hey, listen, if it gets my team 3 points, then I'm here for it, innit? Like, I care about my 3 points and feeling second. Pardon me, I don't like the way Arteta completely abandoned Tierney, even though he knows Tierney's liabilities in defense sometimes. Rightly or wrongly, why I agree with what a lot of you are saying, maybe just the system, it kills me to say it, really, but the system might have left Tierney. Tierney's not the lieutenant anymore. Bit like Tomiyasu, you know, if Tomiyasu can't stay fit next season, then I think we should get rid. And this is someone who loves Tomiyasu, loves what he gives us, but the best ability you can have is availability, really. My boy Smith Rowe. Shout out Ramsey, though. Big up DG. I've always thought Arteta's weakness in his squad and his management of game time, saying that he's finished second. He's finished second, but you've got to do better next year, innit? Or at least maintain, really. Because Oli finished second at United. They clipped him. And we all know, in many ways, United earned that. And a bit like us, we earned it. It's very different. Like, it says everything about whatever you say about United that year. If they finish second and people finish behind them, what does that say? But sometimes the table doesn't lie, but sometimes it doesn't always paint a solid picture. So, boy, we're going to have to see. Half an hour until kickoff. You lot letting me down, man. Where's the streams at? I tried to do the dual laptop thing. It don't look like it's going to happen with my iPhone hotspot. Again, my internet is down, people. I am relying on the mercy of my phone's data to bring this to you. No excuses. We get things done. Let's find that. Because there's no internet, my TV isn't working. So I have to watch this on the stream. Everton have equalised. They're not going down without a fight. At least get over 25 million. I can't lie to you. Like, I'm not being funny, but Tierney is contracted. Tierney is contracted until about 2026. You can go on Arsenal.com. Like a year or two ago, Arteta said he was a captain. He's in the right ages of his 20s. We obviously owe Celtic a sell-on fee. Don't cut any deals. If the man wants to go, he forces his boat out, then it is what it is in that regards. But if he goes to Newcastle, then it's going to be bad news for us, because you can imagine him getting an assist at the Emirates. And you saw what, even though City have beaten us to the title, you saw what selling us Zinchenko and Jesus has done for us. So they're probably going to, I'm not saying they'll never sell to us again, because when you start looking at it, for half the fees that these Premier League teams want, can only sell to other Premier League teams, bar a few. So yeah, man, don't cut anyone deals, because Newcastle's for Genius a great move. They're probably they're in the Champions League more or less now. Obviously, you're closer to Scotland. Eddie Howe is doing great things. You're gonna play where you want to play. It is what it is. Tierney is off now. Then sorry, is there any news on Nelson? Just that he's turned down the deals, isn't it? That he's been presented with so far. So on paper, like Tierney, he's joining, you know, him on the exit door. But the only difference with Tierney and him is that whether we get a decent fee for Tierney is another thing. But we're going to get a fee. Nelson's gone. To be fair with you, I swear that's the cutoff point. I swear if you're 23, I could be wrong. I'm sure they changed the rules. I could be wrong. It's either 18 or 23. If you've offered them a deal and it's running down and they've rejected it, you're due some type of compensation. I'm sure we're due something if Eddie and Nketiah walked out last season. So there could be somewhat of a fee for Reece Nelson. I'm sure there's something, especially around the British. I'm sure. I could be wrong. Someone did their research. Not going to lie. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Tierney overlapping against Ben White is an issue. Been saying no less than 50 M's for Tierney. Dream chasing, because if I'm trying to buy Tierney, I'm saying, boy, I've seen you play Xhaka and Tomiyasu left back before him. Zinchenko's not a left back. He's playing ahead of you. The man can't stay fit. And when you have used him, he's not done well. Drop that down to 35. That's probably, in my opinion, rightly or wrongly. Don't get twisted. If Tierney was at other clubs, they'll somehow get a very decent fee for him. So Eddie's going to have to get his gamesmanship, get his Alan Sugar on, really. But that's what I'll be doing. No one's going to cut us deals. I know it doesn't work like that, and that's a terrible way to run business, but nobody is going to do us deals. And to be fair, if you get 35 for Tierney, a similar fee or more for Balogun, couple of other exits, you get a couple loan fees. I feel you're not going to sell Lokonga permanently. I don't know where we're at with Tavares leaving permanently. You're all right. Once again, people, and you lot are airing me, man. If you hear me or a bad person, where are we watching this game? What stream? This stream seems to be working half decent. Hopefully it continues. We've got 27 minutes until kickoff. Obviously, throw Xhaka's fee into there. Xhaka, Tierney, Nelson, Smith Rowe, Balogun, Tavares, Pepe, Lokonga, Holding, Hine, Marquinhos, all players in the balance likely to be gone. But it's true. But we can't sell all of them, though. We can't sell all of them. Like, we can't just... It's not a FIFA thing. We can't have a major clear out of incomings and outgoings. We've got to be cute and clever. Pride match today. Forest will be fighting and we need to stay vigilant. Big up Francis, and he said it there. Like... Need to be vigilant. For me, let's just forget all the talking points. Just be competitive. You know, if you're Forest, you're gonna be fearless. As I said earlier, you got nothing to lose. If you beat Arsenal, somehow they're gonna talk about us, even though things are done. If you win, you get 3 points as well. If you lose, it is what it is. Back to next week, isn't it? On the topic of that as well, let me actually see what the Premier League table is, because now we can actually, you can see where Arsenal's title challenge has gone now. You know, from me used to say, I don't look at the league table these times. Every time I knew exactly what the table said. I don't look at the league table. I don't know what it is, man. To now, I know exactly where we are with everything done. Boy, like you see life. You can be up here sometimes when your football team's doing all right. You can be down there. It's crazy. But yeah, on a serious note, Forest are fighting for their lives, innit? You know, not Southampton are gone. Leicester can mathematically get out of there. It looks mad for them. They're 19th. Forest are only, Everton are only a point behind. They are in the same way that someone in Arsenal, not that it's done now, but probably looking at what City's doing, they're aware of what their relegation targets, fellow relegation candidates are saying. So if Everton have drawn, assuming it's staying like that, there's half a job here. Big up Tony Adams on this stream I've got here. Big Tony Adams is in the cup. We need to get you. You need to help with defending, man. Just for half an hour a week, half an hour a day. After Arteta's done his training, take my back foot. Do you know what, Kieran especially? You need to have one-to-one sessions with Tony Adams. If nothing more, just consulting, man. I need Tony Adams to chat to you about the Sporting Lisbon goal we conceded. And definitely the Brighton corner. Like, I'm not blaming you, but I'm sure he weren't happy with that. Boy, so Liverpool dropped 2 crucial points. United are laughing. I heard Casemiro scored. Last time I saw the United game, it was 1-0. Crazy. Do you think Arsenal need a better right back? I think we need another right back. I do. I think we need another right back. I think Benjamin White's an interesting one. I don't know what he would say, because sometimes I feel, you might prefer to play centre-back. Then I feel I think he enjoys to play right-back because he does like to get on the ball and go forward. Obviously, you have to defend. Probably not ready yet for that senior role, even though he's older than Saliba, because you look at Leeds, you look at Brighton, he had Dunk and Duffy and them kind of man. He's playing on the flanks. I just think we need another option, because Benjamin White looks like there's no coincidence. We're losing our form, and I think a lot of fans are overdoing it, but players look spent. Like, I've really liked Benjamin White this season. You know, there's obviously been more games. Everyone was crap against City, but the only games that I really think Benjamin White has struggled, Rashford terrorized him in that game at the Emirates, gave him 45 minutes of hell. To be fair, Rashford always terrorizes him there. Don't get twisted, United fans. You saw what Saka did to Luke Shaw. And last week, Mitoma. I don't even think Mitoma was ripping him, but it's like Mitoma just knew you. Anywhere I want you, pause. You're getting it. Pause again. Like, I'm going to take you down the flanks. You're going inside. You can't stop me. And I do think off the ball is where Benjamin White's going to have to improve, specifically if he's playing centre-back. But I just think we need another one. Like, there's 38 Premier League games, and you look how energetic, the energy levels that are required game to game. You know, you look at some of our most exciting games for the neutrals. You know, Man United at home, the Aston Villa away, Bournemouth. But that takes a lot out of you. So imagine 38 of them. Then you've got the FA Cup, the League Cup, Europa League, now the Champions League. So we're going to need an even better squad, because I like Arteta's approach this year, because I think it kind of gets them used to it. Play your strongest team. Don't mess about. Qualify at the group, and then you can, when it's confirmed, then you can start chopping and changing. Champions League, I don't want to see rotation. I don't. Like, I'll be real with you. Next season, I want to see kind of you need to rotate, but I just want to see the best players out there, whether they're the best on ability, tactically, form, all of that jazz. I don't want people getting minutes for the sake of it. If you want that, go play Sunday League or get a bunch of friends, go 5-a-side. Benjamin White, I could be capping, but it's probably, it's probably a lie, because he played centre-back last year, but there probably was a time in his career he's played more at right-back than centre-half. But you also got to remember, you need multifunctional players. Like, again, if we just look at them City boys as viewpoints, you know, we all know Jonathan Stones is a centre back, but he can play centre back, indirectly play in midfield, obviously do a job at right back. Akanji and Ake have been doing that. Laporte, way before it became a bit popular, Laporte was doing that for them. We need a bit of that, really. Zinchenko can play in midfield, yet to do it officially. I don't know why, but yeah, man. It is what it is. First things first, as you saw there, check out Dark Side Run Punch and get 25% or 25. I will love it. 20% off, people. I forgot to say, I was having a tired day. I was having a very boring day. The internet was acting, and then I saw a package. My neighbor gave it to me and said, I got it for you, mate. And it was him. Big him up, man. Go and check it out. I've posted the links. Again, hella flavors. We got the cranberry one. That's for later. We got the grape one. That's for later. Going out and that. Got the passion fruit one. That's for later. And that's the one there that I'm on. This is pineapple and coconut. And I would explore this one, because I'm not going to lie. When I first looked at it, I thought it would be meaty. It's definitely not, man. So big up yourself and appreciate that. Go and check out the website, people. I think the speculation about us selling Smith Rowe is a big stretch. I do as well, because I'll be real. If nothing more, you're a good side player, squad player. There's nothing else that you can do that. I think with Tierney, with Xhaka, with the Smith Rowes, with the Paternos, with the Balligans, it's more, of course, there's game time, but it's more of a case of, Smith Rowe, you was doing the Saka thing last year. You're not playing now. You can, we can make a case for him to leave, and maybe he wants to do that. The same with Tierney, Balogun and Paterno, the same. I don't think the club are forcing these ones out, really. I think it's cool. Xhaka as well, you want to cut. So it's one where we kind of have to do it. If you don't want to be here, safe in it, really and truly. The players that we actively want to push out, let's be real, they're not good like that. Lokonga, Tavares, Cedric Suarez. Feel dirty doing Pepe, because Pepe's got natural ability, but Meady, Nelson will bring the balance. I hope he stays, because we're letting Bread go out the door. But really, that's just a good squad player, really. Big up the contemporary philosopher, DG. What you saying about this formation? I like it, honestly. I like the kind of aspect behind it, but I have to tell you after the game, big up Rants for the raid, man. Big up Rants, big up Rants. Hey, Rants. I had to cut off the vid because I had to save. I don't even know how much data I've got, but I had to save it. But I was watching a bit of your futsal thing. Keep it up, mate. And shout out you for the raid, man. If you come over from Rants Rooney stream, make sure you're hitting the like button on YouTube as well. I don't say that. We don't want a Forest win, lad. Man said commiserations, man. Shout out yourself, Jason. Smith Rowe, my guy, bro. We ain't selling Nelson the same, but more so Smith Rowe for me. Do you know what? I have to stop. Like, obviously, you love everyone that plays for Arsenal, but you have your favourites. I just think it's one of them now. Unless you're on the Saka Saliba thing, it's all up for debate now. I don't want to be this team where every minute, a player's playing they're the best and then now they're the worst, and their days are numbered. But just want to be a team that can bring home silverware or just get us to our maximum. I want us, like every fan, I want to look at Arsenal and say, that's the best I believe we are. Like this season, I would love us to say we're pushing to our maximum in a defensive sense, in a way that I think we can be more clinical in attacking sense, but I think we are. And I just want them to go better. And sometimes not all of these players are going to last the distance, essentially. I'm thinking Kieran left back in the future. Wouldn't be surprised if Partey drops centre back and we'll do some midfield shenanigans. Why not? I think Kieran, you just need to improve a lot off the ball. You need to be a bit more aggressive. He still looks a bit starstruck, if I'm honest. Like, as he gets more comfortable playing for a big club and being at Arsenal, I think he'll believe he's here, but he still looks a bit like, oh, I'm at Arsenal and that. Need you to be incredibly more proactive as well. And listen, the Brighton goal, innit? Like, I hear it if you're injured, and I'm not saying to turn on a player and that, but share the streams, please, people. I'm having some trouble, but I don't want to see that from my centre back again. I don't want to see you talking about VAR and looking at your boot. Come on, man, keep going. And it can't have hurt that much because you were sprinting straight after, really, essentially. If I'm Tierney and Smith Rowe, I'm leaving still. But to be fair, I agree with you, but you could be running from the first bit of adversity. Appreciate that. It's been a while, man. I don't know why Tierney's on the bench. It's just a sporting decision, isn't it? To be fair, he got his chance. He was meaty. DG, we're fielding the diamond today. City settings. Run it, innit? Run it. I love Smith Rowe, but if it meant you could go and get Kudus and Caicedo, would you take 40 million? Just find the bread for Caicedo, man. You can surely find the bread for both of them, man. Where's Tierney? Bench. We would get something for Smith Rowe. English tax, age profile, number 10, top scorer last season. But again, as I said with Tierney, if I'm trying to buy Smith Rowe, you're right. I'm putting myself in a buyer's market. I'm saying, boy, he can't stay fit, you know. Was it a blip of a season? Right? I see Saka doing his thing. I see Martinelli come out of the wilderness, right? Like, you want 40? I'll give you 25, 35. Sell on close. It does hurt. It does hurt. But adrenaline, man. Come on, man. I'm not comparing him for ability, but you know, listen, all the, not even necessarily the best defenders, but all the guys that you look at when you think defending, they're not going to do, Rio Ferdinand not going to do that, Vidic not going to do that, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams, Colo Toure, Company, Puyol, he's racist and that, but John Terry, all them kind of guys, they're not going to, Tony Adams, if I haven't made that clear, Ledley King, even though I hate the club he played for, they're not going out like that, man, so you can't go out like that. He come from Italy, man. Spezia and that. You can't do that with them fans. Italy, the University of Defending, they're not going for that. I know it hurts, but come on, man. Soldier that, man. You be all right, man. People get clamped every day. Just learn from it. You know, look at even last week, you know, big up Dunk. Dunk ain't going out like that. If the shoe was on the other foot. If that was in Brighton's box and his boot came off, I'm sure he would shout at the ref and tell him something after. But yeah, man. There's a lot of players going out. I hope they have a player lined up. They need to, man. Pick up yourself. Will City block us getting Cancelo? Maybe. I don't think we're that keen on him. I think, and what I mean by that is, I think we obviously think he's an extremely good player. I'm sure Arteta would love him and that, but he's going to want big wages. And he'll be great for our system, but he's going to want big wages. I don't know if we have the quoted fees you're seeing 50, 60 million. I don't know if Arsenal are going to drop that on a 28-year-old right back where whether you're going to get that Declan Rice and or Caicedo or neither, you're probably going to have to spend decent sums on that. Maybe a right winger, if not DRB, and you assume someone that's playing at a relatively decent level in Europe, that's next 50. I don't, yeah, there's going to be some outgoings, but I don't know if we're really going to do that, really. It seems like paper talk, if I'm honest. Who knows? I just think he goes to Spain, man. Obviously, ain't his agent Mendes. You look at it, there's a spot for you at Barca. I don't even. Conde apparently wants to play centre back. You and Araujo could do that, even though Araujo can actually play right back as well. Real Madrid, Carvajal, you look a bit knackered now. Time catches up with everyone. I don't know if they're looking at him, but there's a market there. Go play in sunny Spain, do your thing. I don't know. Maybe Bayern Munich will say, you know what, come back on loan for one more year. Maybe they'll buy him. Maybe Pep says, you know what, I didn't like you a few months ago. Last season was last season. You come back in. We're going to have to see. Really. Arteta said 5 players, so that's 2 midfielders, a striker, a left back, and a right back. I don't even think we're buying a striker, man. I don't. I want to be wrong. Specifically, a different profile. I think we need a physical man. Soldier it, man. And obviously it hurts because that's what I said in the aftermath. Sometimes we look at footballers and we are a bit harsh. Like, we think unless someone, God forbid, leg's been broken, you're just rolling around. A lot of it hurts, but soldier that, man. Soldier that. Pain is temporary. The feeling of defeat lasts forever, man. we're a long way away from being in the Champions League final. But if that's a Champions League, if that Brighton goal gets conceded in the Champions League final, boy, are they going to be able to forgive themselves, let alone the players? What about we try and get some of these free transfers so we can get these 2 mid? But who are the free transfers though? Telemans, every minute we're linked with him, and his agent is at London Coley, and this is happening and that's happening. I think there's an admiration. I think we might entertain it. Maybe we've spoken to his agent and we've been put off. Maybe we like his ability, but we don't think he's that guy. I think with Telemans, and I don't know anything, him and Zaha, I think if it was there to be done, I think us and a couple of other clubs might have moved the boat out a bit more already, man. Justification for the lineup. The only justification is winning. You know, again, I hope there's not too much of a knock-on effect from Xhaka not starting in midfield. Obviously, he's going to have to play out there. I do think Trossard, I thought I would have started Trossard, but I thought maybe, you know what, I don't know if Nelson's injured or whatever, but maybe Trossard, you was rubbed against Brighton off the bench. No Martinelli, that's your spot. But hey, we're going to have to see. The only justification is winning. Mr. Martin Odegaard has 9 goals away from home in the Premier League. That's the most of any midfielder. He's behind Ward-Prowse with 6, Beeling with 5, Pascal Gross with 4, who's actually playing fullback, and I think Doucouré has the same number. Is my stream dead? It's still showing Liverpool. Not yet. I mean, the one I'm watching on is showing Arsenal warm-up. So I hope it continues. Sorry about this, folks. You know, streaming this all off my phone. TV not working, but I still make no excuses. You see, I don't demand anything of my players that I don't place on myself. The show must go on. I was vexed yesterday that I thought, we're not going to get to do a stream because I might not be able to do an Arsenal Wolves one on the last day of the season. I know, man. Come on. Zaha on a free, but for me with Zaha, it's all about the length of contract and it's all about the wages. Now, if I'm Zaha, if you can get more money on a less contract, less time of contract, that's great. But you might say, do you know, I'll take less money if you give me a longer term deal. You look at Granit Xhaka. There was rumors that, you know, if you go back a few months ago, because we definitely spoke about on my channel, the Romanos, these guys of the world said we're talking with Xhaka over a new deal. Another midfielder contracted until 2024 with the option of another year. This week has come out that the club there's been radio silence where Xhaka in a new deal is concerned. So maybe, obviously, no one could have predicted Xhaka was going to play like this, but maybe the club was always thinking, you know what, you tie us over and then you're gone. Xhaka, for the best part of a year, is always getting linked with German clubs. So maybe he thought, you know what, I'm going back over them sides. Anyways, and think about it logically. If the club don't talk, if you hear Saka, these men are signing new deals. Yes, they're young, but these guys are getting new deals. Also, their guys playing week in, week out with you. Radio silence for you, and a club at 31 years of age says, we'll give you less money, but we'll give you a 4-year deal. He's obviously going to go back to his family. Bro, they're offering me a 4-year deal. True, I used to play in the Bundesliga. His wife's comfortable over there. You're going to do it, innit? You got to remember, this is a job. Like, obviously, it's a bit mad because we're getting less money when Xhaka's played all right. It looks positive for Xhaka and he's busting out now. Like, I would have loved to have, obviously, every little helps. If freeing up resources from you helps us get a midfielder, great. But I would have loved to have the option of Xhaka in the squad so that we can do what we're doing this year one better and go as far as we can in all comps. So we'll have to see. Any predictions, get them in. I can't lie, man. I went 2-1 Arsenal last week. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal this week. I'm a bit shook of the set pieces today, if I'm honest with you. We're at. Tarn, shout out yourself. Hope you've been all right. We need another left-footed attacker in the side. Saka's the only one. Well, technically not, but you're right. At this point, you might as well go on holiday. I'd love to, man, but we're here today. The Zaha things, in my opinion, is done in it. If we sign Zaha, that tells me we either don't have enough resources allocated this season to buy what we want. That tells me that the key targets, we were unable to do it. And that tells me that that's just a stopgap, which listen, Zaha fit. For me, you can declining doesn't mean you're not a useful player, but you can see Zaha is declining. But if you go on a decent deal, Premier League proven all of that jazz, and you can help us, why not? You don't necessarily kill the pathway of anyone. A bit like respectfully to Trossard, who's only 28. Like realistically, does anyone expect Trossard to be here for anything more than 3 years max? I don't, and I'm not saying I don't want him to. You could be a squad player. You're gonna probably have to accept that the better we get. But with Zaha, a couple of years. Do what you need to do. Let the other players grow in their roles. Assess the market and keep it moving. Okay, Salo is a decent player, but I'm wary of getting too many ex-City players and then trying to better City. Seems to me we need to go more left field if we want to catch City out and outdo them. I hear that. Separately, Chelsea and Tottenham are having horrid seasons. Arsenal have never gone out like that, even at our worst. I don't know if it's true, but you can see reports floating online that apparently we got more points when we finished 8th than they currently find themselves. Big up Brentford, the beast stung and that. I mean, if Xhaka wants to cut in it, but if we don't replace him, we're in issues. 9 minutes until kickoff. Personal terms are almost agreed between Liverpool and McAllister. Fair enough. It was always going to happen. It's kind of sour that Liverpool get him. Unfortunately, going to have to call him overrated soon, isn't it? Big up to that. Not counting Marquinhos. Big up Marquinhos, but that, come on, man. You send that on loan, you shot that. He's going to go Sporting Heal or one of them teams soon, man. Big up Marquinhos. Love to be proven wrong, but come on, man, you're not the truth. Like, you're not. It's like with signing Austin Trusty. You know, these are them bookie signings. We're just trying to make some peace. You look. Let's be honest. Like, I'm not criticizing Marquinhos, but right now you don't look better than Joel Campbell or that Wellington Silva. It's crazy. Yeah, facts. DG often plays 90 minutes for Palace. Currently, seeing him coming on at 60 minutes would be scary for any defender. You can rotate really, and obviously they're all grown men, but Zaha, you're a grown, experienced footballer. Like, you want to see you kind of regulating. And the one thing I like about Zaha is he's fearless. He's one of them guys. He doesn't care who you are. He's going to try to rip you. Obviously, he gets a bit hot-headed, but we probably need that, man. Because the last phase of this season, we've crumbled. Let's be real. We've crumbled mentally at this last furlong. Like, we want to fight City players after the game's done. Where was this with Benjamin White? Closest you got to one of them attackers after the game than in the game, really. But it's all a learning curve, man. Shout out Marquinhos. I want to be proven wrong, but there's a reason you was on the bench for time and you didn't play. Because realistically, if you convinced Arteta, we might not have even signed Trossard. You was here from the summer. You went on loan in Jan. Clearly, that was one where we said, you just come from Brazil. You're going to train. You're going to obviously chill with your Brazilian friends. You're going to get to grips of life in Europe, let alone England. Then we're going to look to get you some game time, which he started well at Norwich. Did he not score an assist on his debut or score an assist within the 2 games or whatever? I covered it in the loan report. Since then, you ain't heard too much from him. Surprised Xhaka left so soon. Expected him to leave next season. Same, but it is what it is, man. Things happen. Things happen. Where are we watching this, people? Even though I have a stream. God, everything else has gone wrong today. Can this just go right? I'm sure about Xhaka at left back in this game, especially against Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson's not starting, is he? Heard you say Arsenal need an experienced centre back that has been class. Who do you think we could grab? I'm not too sure, but I'm not saying Lewis Dunk, even though I don't think he would be bad. But I want someone like that, someone that isn't going to kill the pathway, someone that, not that Dunk accepts being a squad player, someone that can evidently play out from the back, someone that's gone through the defensive apprenticeship, because Saliba and get more so Saliba. But the majority of our defense is naive. They've got a good grounding, but they ain't completed defending. Dunk has been through the leagues and he's experienced and he gets. I just need someone to. I don't care where they're from. Just go and find me that. If you find a young guy with potential, great. But I want someone that's learned the trade of defending, the dark arts, all of that jazz. Because Saliba's still learning on the job. Gabriel's still learning on the job. Zinchenko, defensively, he's not learning on the job, but learning. Ramsdale, definitely learning on the job. Benjamin White, learning on the job. Go on, remember, Benjamin White's been here 2 minutes. He's played more for us than at his last club, Brighton. When we signed Benjamin White, it was the back of one Premier League season. As I said, all of these players have a foundation. It's just about taking it to the next level. 6 minutes until kickoff. As usual, appreciative to everybody tuned in. We're on 72 likes. Can we get to 100 people? Big up, DG. Hope to make content with you in the future, my bro. Shout me, man. Shout me, man. Doors always open to collaborations, man. Shout me. Contact me on Insta or Saturn, man. We should have grabbed Hummels or the likes of him. But we should have grabbed the Kanji. I'm not gonna lie, I was dissing the Kanji. I still pick him up. He's made me eat humble pie, but I refuse to accept that's the same Akanji from the Bundesliga. The same lad that they made Haaland, they made a potion and they injected him with it. It's not the same Akanji. Hindsight, we could have done with that, isn't it? Really. What do you make about Saliba rumors between him and Arteta? What's that? You're gonna have to update me. I've not heard of that, but just off the basis of what you said, obviously the contract running down 2024. It's a game of chicken, and little things. It might be right, but little things are going to start being put out there, imaginative things by journalists. The season is running out, so there's not going to be talking points that way. So they're going to have to get creative with the journalism and all these things to get clicks. Marquinhos is what you say, find the player before mid-team snap him up. But he needs to learn. With Marquinhos, either you do this Martinelli thing where you're brought in, no one really knows much and you're a madness, or you turn that 3 million into 13, 15, and more, and keep it moving. Just like with Austin Trusty. Okay, you're in America, yeah? You can offer something in the European game. Send him to Birmingham. Got player of the year. Bring him. The 20-year-old you playing in Belgium, good striker, but he dissed us, so he can suck his mum, to be honest. Pardon my language. He dissed us. He dissed us. He dissed us. Make sure that you play to the level where the likes of Man United, Liverpool, City, and them teams want you, because you look the truth. I actually have a video that's not getting released about you now. You look the truth. You look decent. But just like with Mudryk, I'm a hater of you now, and I think Mudryk will be back next season. Anytime you fail, I'll be there, bro. I promise you. Reece Nelson's unwell. He had a dodgy curry or something. Big up Nelson. Or did he go out yesterday and he's still at the Tiggs Yard? I don't know. Saliba's contracted until 2024. From two separate pieces, I've seen he's stalling due to experience with Arteta last season. And I mean, I can't blame him for having cold feet, and you don't know what the gaffer is going to do next season. But what I would say, in previous years, it's been unclear, Saliba's role. Your role's been clear. You've played near enough every minute. You've been fit, if that. Done everything. Now, if I'm Saliba, I'm probably doing what him and his agent are doing and saying, you know what Saka and Martinelli got? Every day that I take longer to sign this new deal, I'm in a position of strength, really. So we'll have to see. At some point, without knowing all the aspects, both teams are walking out now. Arsenal are going to have, unfortunately, might have to shop my man. So I don't know. I think learning the language is important for players to play our complicated system. Exactly. And it's it's not even that. If you don't understand, football is beautiful because you got different races, religions, countries, cultures, all these things, but you need to find a mother tongue, and definitely defensively, you need to be able to talk really and truly. And that's probably, I think, something that Kirill might be lacking now. And I do think, especially us that live in like the Americas and Canadas and Englands and things, we don't deep from a lifestyle point of view, let alone football, learning how difficult it is to learn another language and how much of a necessity it actually is, because essentially footballers are economic migrants. Look, just in front of me now, you got a Nigerian a Brazilian again. It's crazy, but yeah, communication. There is some written rules in football. We don't always need to talk, but yeah, if we can bank on Saliba and get 2-3 prem proven ballers, I wouldn't be upset. I can't lie, I'll be upset still. And big up Arteta, exactly 7 languages. Lukaku, I think, speaks the same. Wenger knew bare languages as well. And half of these footballers, man, because think about it, Kirill, let's say, look, I'm English. If I go live in Poland and I can't speak a word of Polish, I'm in issues because I might not always have my Polish friend that can translate for me. I might be walking down the wrong street, want advice. People could be talking to me. I could be in danger. I don't even know what's happening. Simple things. Reading signs and that, like, people really underestimate this. On my stream, people, the lineup's out. Again, we've got a minute till kickoff on my watch. Once again, we're Arsenal concerned. Ramsdale, White, Kirill, Gabriel, Xhaka, Jorginho, Xhaka at left back, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Trossard. If you're on YouTube, big up yourselves. Smash the like button. Twitch gang, keep doing what you're doing. Big up the New Yorkers. It's a nice hot day as we approach the evening. Make sure you get your dark side rum punch because the days are getting better, man. Check out the links and all of those things. Come on, boys. No upsets, please, man. Let's just get back to winning ways. Shout out Nottingham Forest, a massive club back where they belong. Sure, it's a good game of football. Come on, man. I'm still not over the Brighton disappointment. I can't lie. Not because of the Prem and that. It's just the only thing that should be assured. The only real thing I ask Arsenal to do across all these 38 games is be competitive and play to your maximum. Obviously, you're going to have good and bad games. Brighton were great, but if we played to our maximum and they were the better men on the day, what could you say? Look at this guy, Arsenal in their bottles. Cheeky twat. Nottingham Forest, look up for it, man. We should have done many years ago when we were fighting Spurs in the top 4 race. We should have went over to City and got some dodgy lasagnas cooked, man. Hopefully we do that next season. If you can't win in life, start cheating, innit? Eddie Guerrero stuff. I'm sure Wenger did his fair part. Ferguson, Defo did, City, conspiracies out. We're doing our huddles now. I can't lie, since this last part of the season, the huddles ain't slapping the same for me, Arsene Wenger and Arteta doing, Arsene Wenger let the foundations happen. Arteta's influence is now being shown. Everyone's doing a huddle. Yes, Arsenal fans were claiming huddles, It's all entertainment. Forest guaranteed survival with a win. Kickoff is imminent, folks. Sorry, Forest, false alarm, false alarm. You can see the nerves. Nottingham Forest will kick off. It's a lovely day for it. We're in our black kits. Come on, boys, please, man. Standard there at the office. Please, man. All I ask is just a nice day out. Big up Forest, but come on, man. Ref, how long? Ref, what's going on, man? Smash the like button if you haven't. Yes, and we're off, people. Big up my iPhone as well, which is the real MVP of this whole stream. It's all being kept apart with that. Yeah, the huddles don't hit the same. Only thing missing to make Arsenal season fantastic is some silverware. We won the streets, man. The winners win and the losers explain. We have to explain it. This season for Arsenal is probably titled Coach Carter. Jorginho fouled early doors, people. Ref, that was a mad one. 30 seconds in, and that's what I was saying at the start. If you're not in Forest and you're fighting for your lives, bro, make a tackle, clamp someone, get the fans behind you. Pardon me. I'll be gutted if Arsenal give City the title today, dare I say, ashamed. I'm happy that I'm not doing a watch-along for City, Chelsea. I'm watching it on the stream, my guy. My internet is actually not working, so this is held apart with a phone. Obviously, my TV is connected to my internet. There's no signal, so I can't actually watch the game on Sky Sports, which costs a lot. But we keep it moving. Partey's pass has been... Yeah, boys, I don't even know what we're doing. Odegaard and Partey, I'm not quite sure what you lot did there, sir. Nottingham Forest throw in. Get them out your doors early, man. Come on, man. 106 of you lots in here. Slap the likes. Forest fans are up for it, as they should. You know, Premier League days may be numbered unless you get this guaranteed win. Shout American Gunner. I sent you an email, my guy. You get what you need at the end of this. Throw into Forest. They're going to be physical. That striker, the Nigerian guy, I forgot his name. He's a physical handful. If you don't stand up today, we're in issues. Thoughts on the new kit? Assuming you're talking about the latest leaked one. I like it. But it's one of them, I need to see it up close and personal. Kenisha, shout out to you. And on behalf of, like she just said there, or he, no disrespect, good evening to everyone. And better yet, greetings to everyone all around the world tuned in. Throwing with Forest. As you can see, long throw settings. Boys, please. Long throw from Forest. Someone get their head on that. Forest man does. Let's clear our lines. Trossard. Oh, Trossard loses it. All right. We have to wait for the game to settle. Nottingham Forest still in possession. Keylor Navas. It's crazy. Keylor Navas at Forest with the greatest of respect. Long ball forward. Partey win that. Thank you. First, seconds. Odegaard brings it under control. Hold it, ref. What's that? What's that? It's not Nottingham Carnival. See, backing up on Odegaard like that. Danilo. You don't play for us, though. You wanted to sign for us, innit? Let me stop. Big up you lot. Hopefully, Arsenal can pick up a win on the birthday. Oliver, happy birthday to you. Like the vid, you little freeloader schemer with some rough language. But yeah, smash the likes, man. Engagement and that. Shout out to everyone who watched my last upload as well, people. The only team that's confirmed down at this moment in time, as we have 2 games left, one game if you're Forest or Everton, is Southampton. And Lavia's agent's probably fielding a lot of calls. Danilo. Him and Lodi down this left-hand side. Good tackle by I think that's Partey. The shadows on the picture doing their madness. So yeah, one love to everybody tuned in, people. Almost at 100 lads. And hopefully it's a good game of football. Ref, how long are these throws taking? We're going to have to take a while to probably settle. You know, we're probably going to have to let Nottingham Forest get their emotion out of it and things like that. And then we're calm. Nottingham Forest have scored 3 goals from throw-ins this season. The rest of the Premier League have scored 5. So maybe this is something they're trying to get an advantage on. Another long throw into our box. Nottingham Forest keep it alive. Not the best of headers from White. Saka hits it clear. Odegaard's falling over and he kind of clears it for us, but the relentless pressure early on from Forest still remains. Ball into the box and it's evaded everyone apart from an Arsenal man. Gabriel Jesus playing left back right now. Ref, Gabriel Jesus, you're better than that. That's a throw-in. Relax, boys. Relax. Nottingham Forest are up for this. This is their time. Let them do that. Let them get it out their system. Let's just calm down a bit. Morgan gives White. Decent little player. Again, I don't know if he'll still be there if Forest go down. Another long throw. My word, how much throws have we had? It ain't even been 10 minutes. It's been 4 on the clock. Struggling for possession early on. They don't want to. Oh, Forest could be in here. Ramsdale, please. Boys. Jesus is down. Put the ball out, Saka. Put the ball out, boys. Switch on. Hope Jesus is all right. Put the ball down. as you can see, they're not going to let us settle. They can rough us up. This is their game with the greatest of respect, not saying they can't play football. If they let us calm down and play football, we're in trouble. So we probably have to just ride this tide at this moment in time. Arteta, I know you're hot in that jumper. You the stylist did it nice. I know you're hot. You need a t-shirt or something. I wish I could do this topless if I'm honest. I'm dying in this Arsenal shirt. What? Some of you lot baby mums watching. I don't want to get DMs. I'm joking. I do. I'm playing. It's all entertainment. Granit Xhaka playing inverted fullback. It's almost like a 3 out of possession, really. I mean, Xhaka's doing his best Zinchenko impression. Gabriel, can we settle? Gabriel, can't lie. So far, Forest look good off the ball. Very narrow. Everyone behind the ball, trying to cut off the lanes. Martin Odegaard, we're going to need you today. Saka, Jorginho, give it back to him. Finds Odegaard. Come on, boys. Finally, knocking the ball down a little bit after the early pressure. Gabriel, it's a lovely day for it. Shout out to Forest because they haven't overwatered the pitch. You know, normally, you know, they either these clubs leave the pitch too dry or don't water it at all, so we can't play slick football. So that tells me you lot believe in your capabilities. And shout out to the Arsenal away fans and also the Forest fans. It's packed. Ref, that is a pen. Early doors. Early doors. I'm probably reaching, but early doors. The ref seemed very convinced. There's VAR, please, ref. I want any sort of benefit. I'm capping probably people, but dark arts, you don't know until you call it. But it did look like there was some hands there. It's into the hands, speaking of hands, with Keylor Navas. The pitch is looking elite, my guy. Ref, how long's the keeper taking? Another long goal kick, sorry. Gabriel win that. Oh, you see? Their strikers on this physical thing. Gabriel won the header, but if you saw off the ball, he did a little Jesus. I can't lie, I got little man by Warrior off the ball. Says forget all of that. And now we've got some defending to do. Oh, we're in a foot race there. Xhaka nowhere to be seen. Surely pulling shirts. Kieran saved us. I can't lie. I felt the Forest. I thought Morgan Gibbs White was being fouled. Are you still playing DG? How have your team done this season? Wrong as we've struggled this year, man. But we just beat the drop. Corner kick for Forest. It's been a tough one. I've been a bit part player. Really, my passion's kind of gone for Sunday League. Really, if I'm honest, I'm physically falling off. Ben, man, you're making me upset, man. I thought I was here to talk about football, but 7 minutes in, it's another corner to Nottingham Forest. It's an in-swinger this time. Nottingham Forest have started great within this first 7 minutes, but can this continue forever? Just don't concede, boys. Keep it going. You know I'm shook from set pieces. Nottingham Forest, that's a poor one. Come on, someone tell Trossard we've got time. I don't blame Trossard for hooking it. It's another throw-in, potentially going to be long from them. Someone tell him it hasn't gone past the first post. Trossard ain't got eyes in the back of his head. Someone tell him to relax. We could have went on the counter there. Shout yourself, D. Cooper, I've got nothing but respect for him. He was part of the England youth setup. Did quite well in that. Deserves his Forest job. Forest fighting for their lives. We need to remember. Smelt penalty for a second. You don't know until you call it. Make sure you're checking out the link pinned to the YouTube message, people. Go and get your dark side run punch. Oh, is VAR getting involved? Odegaard's talking about something. Jorginho, Odegaard next to the ref. All right, cool. I'll get excited for a sec. Seems like it's all cool. Man said them Jesus dribbles haven't been hitting like they used to. It's true, man. Kieran and Benjamin White. Interesting positions. Benjamin White on the ball. Kieran kind of gone over to the left-hand side to do the left-back thing. It's almost like a back three unofficially. Odegaard. Oh, Jorginho, thank you. He's turned that into a good pass. Jorginho brings in... Who is that? Xhaka. I can't lie. This camera angle on the far side is horrible, man. Believe that was Kieran, in fact. But either way, it's broken down. Forest. Saka get there. Lodi don't want it. Good defending. But as you can see, they're ready to break. And I'm not saying Forest are just trying to counter-attack us. They're ready to break quickly. And they're doing very good off the ball. This is where we need a bit more wavy players to break down teams like this. But early doors, it looks like we're going to have to be patient. Martin Odegaard. Our players are very deep. We're finally getting on the ball a bit. And we're just going to have to remain patient. Gabriel. And this is where, not to criticize Jesus, because there's nothing to criticize, but games like this, and it's only been 9 minutes, so I'm not trying to do too much. But as you can see, they're very solid off the ball. I would love to have a more physical striker in games like this. So just every so often, just to keep them guessing, just lump it forward. Just to show we've got other dynamics to our game, because even though we've scored a lot of goals and definitely top 3 goal scorers this season in the Prem, it kind of has to be the perfect goal for us to bag. Partey's got it out to Saka. Saka, take him on. We ain't seen it. Take him on. Not really the facilities to do that, but he's found Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. You got a wonderful left foot. Make something happen. Jorginho. The more the game goes on, the more I'm starting to believe Jorginho is going to do something today. Trossard, Jorginho. But, you know, Forest, well, it's only been 9 minutes once again, but they won't mind that. They won't mind that. It's 5-yard passes. They're forcing us backwards. Trossard, you better keep that. Does well. Odegaard. All I can say is that's just Norwegian, the class Norwegian skills. I don't even know what he did there, but it's wavy. I'll break my ankle trying that. Gabriel. Again, have to praise Forest, how they've started. You know, I'm overselling it, but they've started positive. They've been very good off the ball. It's almost like a 4-1 sort of thing. They got someone sitting in front. They got 10 men, 11 men in their half, 10 men behind the ball. Saka against Lodi. And to be fair, whenever Saka gets the ball, someone's out to help Lodi instantly. That's something Saka's going to have to deal with. Martin Odegaard gives it back to Saka. Saka to Odegaard first time. Get your body there, Odegaard. Get your body there. Get your body there. He wants to foul you. Odegaard just dropped his shoulder and found Saka. He's wavy. Come on, square it, Saka. Saka, come on, man. You're better than that, lad. Odegaard's amazing, man. You're my guy. Come a long way from that loan spell. Oh, he finds Trossard. Bang it, hit it. Oh, he finds Jesus. Dive. Oh, you got to let him clip your legs. Who's saying cheat? Better, boys. Better. It's not enough, though. It's not enough, though. Odegaard finding pockets. Higher up the pitch. Waking up now. Nice little play from him. Jesus got something on it, but, you know, it'd have to be something special to beat Navas from there. Navas got out there early. Is the back four Partey, White, Gabriel, Kieran. If you notice, Kyrgios kind of playing as a third centre-back. At times, Partey's doing up right back. It's a very intricate system. Odegaard's even dropping deep. Ref, no foul. Odegaard, ref, there's no advantage. There's no advantage. Come on, boys. How many times is Navas going to go long? I wonder how much of a factor the heat is, because both teams have an intensity to them, per se, and it can't last for 90 minutes. Jorginho, again, the more the game goes on, the more it's looking like a game for you, my guy. Partey, back into the side. Saka. I want to, again, I'm never happy to see Saka getting the ball with his back facing goal and having to go backwards. I want him isolated, but you're not going to get that. Saka in possession here. Take him on, man. Take him on, man. Let him know. Partey gives it back to Saka. Let him foul you. Let him foul you. He wants to foul you. Saka delivers. It's not the best of deliveries. It's not the worst of ideas, though. Yeah, Navas is a good keeper, man. Arsenal should let Forest win. You, man, ain't got nothing to play for, but they have. Make sure you win their FA Cup final. Make sure. Smash the like button if you haven't, people. Gabriel Jesus, come on, Brazilian stuff, please. Good strength. Not the pass I expected, but he's gone to Partey. Partey, oh my guy, I don't really want to see you in the attacking third like that. Jorginho, Odegaard, Jesus, Trossard, the way you guys do that. Well, I was bigging you up, Saka. Saka's lost it, and Forest could break here. Trossard, you got to be stronger. I said you got to be stronger. Come on, you're lying. Trossard's half the size of you. You're big for nothing. You're on steroids. Where's the real strength? Allow it, man. Never fouled you. You're getting strengthened out by Trossard. Something's wrong. Odegaard glitched. Partey finds Jesus. Please. Brazilian magic. Corner kick. There's nothing I can do, man. Maybe. You might smoke us, man. Make sure you win. Is it Nakante? Forgive me if I'm wrong. He's down. He looks like he's in a world of pain. Cooper's a good manager. Good manager, man. Rate his work with the England youth setup. Got time for him. DG, what do you make of the lack of diversity of Premier League refs? You're asking the wrong guy. It's like asking the band to be feds, isn't it? You don't really want to do them thing there. I don't know. What I would say is it'd be nice, and clearly ex-players are not keen to do this because we would have seen it. I think it would be nice if ex-players, some started, especially them that have played in the big games and them things there, and actually some that have probably come from the championship in high-intensity games. It'd be nice if they got into refereeing, because the refereeing, a lot of it is inconsistent, and I think sometimes they forget, like, there might be a yellow card tackle, but if it's in a big game, you know how it gets. Just let a couple slide as long as they're worth letting slide, isn't it? Jesus loves falling on the floor, man. Exactly. I'm not sure what Expressing's got, mate. Pick him up. You'd have to ask Rance. No, sure. Not sure, man. Pause. Good interplay. We'll find a way. I hope we do. We didn't find a way to score in our last game, but we've got a set piece. Come on, boys. We used to be set piece FC earlier in the season, man. Who is winning each UEFA match? Assuming Champions League? I'm going to go with my guy and Europa. I'm going with my guy Jose Mourinho for Europa. Champs. I think City, but I'm going to put a bet on Inter. Corner kick to Arsenal. Come on, boys. Make something happen. Benjamin White's on the keeper. Careful, Benjamin. Don't make it obvious. Odegaard really stepped up this season. Unfortunately for the lad, that's how I dislocated my knee before. Oh, that's tough. Saka's played it short. Oh, this is meaty, man. Trossard can't get nothing on it. What a waste of a set piece, boys. What a waste. It's cool, but what a waste. Look like one off the training ground. First time I've seen Ramsdale. Hopefully that continues. Finds Granit Xhaka. Forced to go backwards. Everyone's right next to each other. Odegaard peeling out to this right-hand side. Why is everyone slipping? I don't know, man. Mate, ain't got the right boots on today. Gabriel, Jorginho, Odegaard. I'm not going to say Xhaka too tough because you're not in your role, but you as well. I need you lot are the nucleus of our team. To a degree, Partey, I need you lot to be a bit braver, man. We ain't done too much. Yeah, Jesus has won a corner and technically he's made Navas have a save, but it's meaty. Once again, Nottingham Forest shape is very, as you would expect a team that got promoted to the Championship, like somebody just said, you'd expect them to be decent on off the ball. You don't get promoted. Trossard's over on this right-hand side now. Saka, first time. Saka, no joy so far. Benjamin White, Gabriel, centre-backs, be a bit braver for me. Jorginho. Turns on it. Finds Benjamin White. If you're watching this on the stream, share the streams and help people out. Benjamin White, Partey, look at the run from Trossard. Finds Trossard, get your body there, get your body there. Saka once, get your body there. That was meaty. You better earn a corner. That's a goal kick. Come on, Trossard. It's a corner. Yeah, ref, let's go with that. It looked like it come off an Arsenal, man. I'm not going to lie. Shout out, Forest fans. Stop it. You're picking on Trossard. Try that with Granit. Got a lot of time for you, not in the Forest fans, but allow it, man. Stop the verbal, man. Boy, I don't know about none of that. I do know about Dark Side Rum Punch. Check out the pinned message. Pineapple and coconut. Hopefully the next one I pop can be a victory celebration drink. Corner kick to Arsenal. Come on, Saka, man. Bit of decent delivery. It is. Yeah? No. Unlucky. Who got over that? The Sun, I can't make out. Like, the Sun has players looking mad. Is that Gabriel Kieran? Two very different players. But look, from the replay, the corner's coming from Saka. It's an in-swinger. Is that Jesus at the back post? This tells you the angles are terrible. I think that's Kirill. Gabriel Jesus is complaining it come off Morgan Gibbs White. I don't know. Jesus is getting into little places, but still no joy. 17 minutes on the clock, essentially, folks. Long ball forward again by Navas. First and seconds, boys. First, the second has fallen into a red shirt, and it's not the red of Arsenal because we're in black today. I thought we was dressed for a funeral. Long ball forward by Forest. That's a ball, boys. What's going on? Yo. Come on, boys. We're better than that. Nothing came of it, but there was a bit of indecision there. And that could be an angle for Forest. Partey. Ref, that's a late one. Of course it's not, ref. I can't lie. I want to keep Balogun, but Champions League is crazy, man. Jorginho. Finds Gabriel. That's a good question. Big up, Max. DG, what's our best goal of the season based on the finish, not significance? I mean, Saka's versus United. Partey scored a couple of crackers against Spurs and Forest. My man scored some bangers as well. Odegaard scored some cracking finishes. It might even be Saliba's one. I'm sure Saliba early doors in the season knocked in a great one. I want to say Bournemouth. I might be talking nonsense. I might be lying to you about Bournemouth. I'd have to watch everything again, man. I'm sure Martinelli scored a couple ones. I'm like, oh, if we're giving Jorginho the deflection one against Villa, I'm a fan of that. My bias is towards bangers, but we've scored some great team goals. I did enjoy Jesus against Leicester, that little dinky finish in the box. Martin Odegaard, blind pass, we're in trouble. It's 3 against 2. Forest are in here. Oh, my. All right, Gabriel. It's peak. Credit to Forest. They deserve that. They've started better than us. You could see it once again, the transition. They're hungry to stay in the division, and it's that man's goal. 3 points, and they are safe. Boy, big up Nottingham if they deserve it. They've started positive. They've been the better team. They capitalized on a mistake. What a stupid mistake can make. losing it in key areas. And again, until we improve defensively, we cannot go to where we need to go. On the balance of things, they deserve it. You saw their chairman praying, God bust them. There you have it. 1-0 courtesy of Nottingham Forest. Terrible, man. Odegaard smoking, man. Blind passes. Blind pass from Odegaard. Credit to Morgan Gibbs White. But again, even at that point, it's too late. Even though Odegaard has made that mistake, and that's not the first time he's done that this season, why is it that is a goal you consistently see at this football club? And that is something that needs to improve. Once again, teams know we will be open on the transition at times. Until we improve our mental aspects, the way we defend as a football club on the transitions and all the others, will not go to where we need to go to. I'm shocked. No, I'm not shocked. I'm not even disappointed. That's a goal you see you saw that in the build up to the penalty that Spurs got at the Emirates. You're gonna have to get 2 goals now. Gonna have to start playing. I don't want to see a single player feeling sorry for themselves. Get with it. You knew if you messed about, today is peak. You can do all the chattings in press conferences about we want to put things right. Go put it right. Odegaard thought he was going to be a hero, and it didn't quite come off. Boys, forgive yourselves for conceding and just get back to the basics now. Thomas Partey. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, people. I had slight hope Gabriel was going to do the John Terry thing. Did not. Bang. Gabriel Jesus Harlan. I want what you're smoking, man. Did that a couple of times, man. Nottingham Forest have been better than us according to their game plan and the better teams ahead. Who would be if you stop the game in 21 minutes, or in fact, let's say 19 before the first goal winning? Who's happier, Cooper or Arteta? Well, it's Cooper. That's a ball from Gabriel. Ref, oi! Why are we playing it voyage? Partey, Saka, boys. All you're gonna have to do is, you all got bollockses. Start letting your nuts hang, get the fuck back in the game. It's as simple as that. It's technically a shot on target, but Jesus is purring, but it's meaty. Get with it. Arteta can't spoon feed you all the information all the time. You know you haven't been quite at it. You ain't been poor, but you ain't been at it. Put it right. You ain't been a goal down before. Tame effort, man. These are like these snatchy efforts are what Jesus has been doing. Navas will take that. Ref, how long's the throw taken? Kick, apologies. Another long ball forward. First and seconds. Who wants it? Bro. Man, this is mad. Gabriel, come on! Just why are we're not like, I can't tell you not play for Arsenal. Like, I've never played for Arsenal, but we're doing mad things. Just do the basics. I don't blame Ramsdale for putting his foot through it. Just do the basics. We're panicking. Just relax, man. Big up the Forest crowd because I can't even hear the laptop's on mute. I can hear them. It's crazy. Love it. This game shows quality and pedigree of players isn't enough. On paper, Arsenal's team smoke Forest. As we know, football matches ain't won on paper. They're won on the flipping pitch in the fields. And credit to Forest. Them man are playing like, and the thing is, I don't think Arsenal, forget the goal, because I'm not necessarily mad because I don't think we're playing dead. But you wouldn't, based on the way Forest are playing, I think they're playing good. But this don't look like a team hungry to stay in the Prem. They're just doing the basics. I swear are you lot bottling Conference League? I don't want to hear verbal from Spurs fans. Allow it, man. There's levels to this. Liverpool, United, Chelsea, them kind of teams run your bands. But you lot, your manager's crying about Callum Wilson and Mikel Antonio. Oh, you lot shouldn't take the mick out of Richarlison. Richarlison's taking a piss out of himself. It's Big May. You know what? I swear the Prem, my maths is poor, but it's like 9 months or something like that. Bro, there's probably a youth that was conceived when you lot signed Richarlison, and they've been born now or something, especially if they're premature, and he ain't bagged. He ain't popped his cherry for your club. Allow it, man. There's levels. Riley, you're my guy, but remember you support Spurs, man. You don't like to forget yourself sometimes. Stop, man. Please. You would die to do what we've done. You never did it. Football stops tomorrow. You've contributed fuck all. Invincibles, trebles, Jose Mourinho sides, Pep Guardiola, Klopp, and Champions Leagues with Liverpool. The hell have you done? It's all Harry Kane and cartwheels and Jermaine Defoe because he's man them. Allow it, man. And the fact that we won the league at your ground. Riley, I'm trying to be a better person. Nottingham Forest in possession again. Boys, please. 24 minutes on the clock. Jorginho, come on, Jesus, Brazilian, please. Ref. Can't lie, it's great defending from Forest. Great defending. And so far, we have no options how to break down this back three, this resolute unit. Ref, oh, Gabriel's fouled there, ref. Come on, that's a yellow. He's elbowed him, ref. I've seen it. I can't lie, I didn't think it was that. I thought it was accidental, but the ref's got the booking now. Ref, don't let him talk to you like that. You got to book him, ref. Don't let him talk to you like that. Ref, don't let him talk to you like that. You got to send him off. That has no place in the game. Got to send him off. We knew what time it was, man. Look how bolo this shoot is. It was a physical game. To be fair, I think he knows what he's doing, but I don't think there's any malice. It's like a striker. It's like you do as a defender. You're trying to get your hand there, get some leverage and that. Yeah, man. I don't talk to me. Talk to the ref, man. Odegaard, Benjamin White. Anyone who's feeling sorry for themselves, tell Arteta if you want to come off, start playing some football. You got nothing to lose. Because tomorrow, even though City are going to win the league, I know I ain't watching Chelsea City just coincidentally because I'm out. You lot are going to have to watch them and wonder what could have been. I don't mind that from Benjamin White. But once again, Jesus, no match for that. We've kept it alive, though. Xhaka, I thought he was going to bang it. Finds Trossard. You playing, lad? Big up Trossard. Trossard. Pardon me, but again, the Nottingham Forest players are on us like a rash. They're on to us. Closing us down. Their back three is working. We knew what to expect when we saw the team sheet. Saka drifts inside. There will be chances. The game's not done yet, but we need to play better. Odegaard, you've killed Partey there, you know. Ref, handball. It's a free kick rather than a corner. It's got to be satin. City are an amazing team, man. Yeah, again, if Spurs are calling us bottled, we bottled it, but come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Respect us. But Arsenal fans give it, they have to take it. But boy, you're moving mad. You wouldn't have thought you got stung by the bees. Us man are undefeated against them, man. There. We got shot on by the Seagulls. We go again. Took 6 points off you. I'm sour. My team's losing. So if you want this, let's get it. Corner kick to Arsenal. Saka. It's a decent. No, come on, do a massa. Oh, Trossard, you're playing with me, man. Why? Oh, if he hits that better, we might be in luck. But this is the looks of a man that I think in the seven out of his 8 goals have been scored for Brighton in the Premier League. Miskicked it completely. Someone like Trossard could do a lot. It's harder than it looks, but yeah, they're rubbing you out on the replay, man. He should have been dropped, you know. I can't lie. I think it's an Eddie and Nketiah thing. You either bring on Smith Rowe for Trossard or Jesus, you go out wide and Nketiah play up front, man. Once again, need a more physical striker wouldn't go amiss. I like you, Trossard, but it's a squad thing. This is why I told people, stop doing all this waffling. But we never lost the game with Trossard in the team. Great player, quality player, but it's a rotation angle. Quite fortunate to be in the lineup. Yeah, Gaffer, I can't lie. We might have to put Xhaka back in midfield, you know. Get that Tierney on left back. Because at least Xhaka's going to bring something. Odegaard drops a shoulder. Odegaard again losing the ball in dumb areas. Partey moving shook there. Fortunately, Benjamin White's on the case. Hey, dark side run punch. Make sure you check. Don't make me slander. He tried to poison me. It's Meaty. He stole the idea. I'll rub it out. No, I'm joking, man. You lot, check the link. Make sure you go get your 20% off. Especially Arsenal fans. Let's down our sorrows. Jesus, lovely turn. Ref, how many fouls? Odegaard gives it back to Jesus. Jesus bangs it. Come on, Jesus, man. This is the looks of a man struggling to bag. Keep going. Keep going. Brazil. Come on. The good thing is you're getting in the areas. The only shots not missed are the ones you don't take. Right now, it's peak. But we was here last week. Well, no. In fact, did we concede by now last week? No, we threw it away in the... No. We threw it away in the second half. I'm captain. Jesus, the only one half turning up. But, relying on Jesus for goals, he hasn't shown that he can carry a team on his back in terms of goals. He ain't got the catalogue of that. There's a reason, and I'm not doing it to belittle him. I'm happy with the striker. But... there's a reason when Pep, his former manager, refers to him, he said he's the best defensive forward in the world. Wait, what? The way that angle looked is looking mad. What happened there, ref? I'm a bit confused as to what the ref has done. No. Shout out to him. But so even someone that can hold the ball up, Again, this ain't rocket science. 15 minutes left of this first half. Anytime we buck a physical team or a striker that's on physical stuff, you know what time it is. Set piece to Nottingham Forest. Ref, how long? Come on, man. It's taking forever. Ball into the box. It's to the back stick. Benjamin White, don't switch off. What happened there? Not sure if that's offside or there's a foul, but either way, we live to fight another day. Jesus, a water pistol striker. He's not a gunman. I can't lie, Jesus. If you don't score enough goals next season, I'm not selling you, my guy, but you're going to find yourself in the same position you had at City in that you'll play many a game. You're a utilised player, but it's what you give to the team versus the goals. I don't know if Jesus was born to score goals. And again, I love the guy. I think he's been a great signing, but you have a platform to score goals. Yes, he's been injured. It's a myth. How long until they score off a set piece to go 2-0 up? I rebuke that. Hopefully not. 115 likes. Can we get to 200? Make sure you smash the like if you haven't already. Odegaard, Bukayo Saka. Whoa! Saka brushes him off anyways. Saka, come on. Wakanda thing, come on. Jesus pulling himself out wide. Jesus, I got time for Jesus. But you're crossing the ball and it's a great cross. But you're meant to be the one there for them kind of crosses. Partey, you're too big to be going down on the floor like that, man. Come on. Odegaard, Welling, Partey, come on, man. Saka, Welling. That's never a foul. We bought that one. Come on, boys. Come on now. It's a battle out there. Oh, Saka, are you cool? Boy. Spare thought for all the Arsenal fans that were buying their Arsenal Wolves homes tickets for thousands of quid. We've taken it quickly, Jorginho. Was that the brightest of ideas? At this point, Holding might as well come on and we try to score from a set piece. Holding scored at Anfield, scored at the Etihad, could teach Vinicius Jr. something. Shameless. Thomas Partey. Saka made the run. He elected not to pass to him. Jorginho. Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. It's not the time for the flicks. Ref, he's looking for that. Free kick, Nottingham Forest. Good one to win. Need more off-the-ball movement from Partey. Trophies are there to show the quality of a squad and reward their performances. Sure, they're nice, but without the progress in our performances, they don't really mean much for the future. I hear that, but it'd be nice to have a trophy. Jesus weren't born to score goals. He was there to do the wavy samba skills. I think strikers are born, man. I don't think he's born to score goals, but I think he's got the capacity. The decision-making, even down to our manager, shout out Arteta, but you've got this mad jumper on. Cooper's got a T-shirt. His team's winning. They were serious today. Keylor Navas. And they've been in good form, really. Another long ball for just lumping it. And again, they're going to get change out of that party. Be strong. Be strong. Don't dive in. Be strong. Ramsdale, where are you? Come on. Who wants it off the keeper? Who wants it? Play it short. Jorginho wants. Thank you. Come on. Look at the runs off the ball. Come on. We don't need 1,000 touches. Odegaard. Drop a shoulder. Finds Bukayo Saka. It's behind him. Saka. Jesus wants Odegaard. Goes for Jorginho. Come on, boys. We can make something of this. Odegaard, keep that run. Keep the run. Trossard, why are you going backwards? Did anyone not see the third man run Odegaard made? Partey, that's a hospital pass. We bust case. There's no advantage, but we've elected to keep playing on. Bukayo Saka, Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. Welling, Jorginho, Jesus. Dodgy first touch makes up for it. Pass it, bro. Please. All right, cool. Eventually. Benjamin White, come on. Everyone's got to up it a bit. Everyone's got to be a bit more braver. Partey smacked it at Trossard. Trossard, keep the ball. Gabriel, come on. Kieran, move from him. Jorginho. I can't lie, Arteta, man. Half time, Xhaka's got to come back in midfield. You got to do the Tierney thing, man. We've lost too much with Xhaka. Benjamin White, that's a ball. Again, the hold-up play from Jesus. He's a fighter, but there's levels, and he's just been spanned by one of their players, and now it's 2v2. Benjamin White, if you ever, thank you. Thought he nutmegged you. If you ever got finessed by that. Saka, take him on. Saka on this right-hand side. Take him on. Where's his support, though? Saka, don't run into a blind alley. Welling, be strong. Partey, Jorginho, Jesus. Ref, come on, man. It's a free kick for sure. He's yanked him over there, ref. Come on, ref, man. We've had 83% of the ball to 17% of Forest, but they've got what matters, the 3 points in the bag at this moment in time. Navas has technically made saves. He ain't had much to do, really. It's more of a case of poor finishing, non-existent finishing. There's not lack of clear-cut chances. Hopefully, man. Jorginho. Trossard. Xhaka. Oh, that's another one. He sold Odegaard short. Partey, be strong, please. Oh, that is a ball. Oh, my... All right, Ramsdale. It was offside anyways. Ramsdale's not to know. But again, come on, man. Simple long balls over the top each and every time. Getting killed by direct balls over the top, man. Not creating much. Physical battle, and we're going to lose this collectively each and every time. Like any team. We're not a physical team like that. Jorginho tries to knock it over the top. Trossard, no chance. But thankfully, Aurier is unaware. And we've got a corner. Come on, man. We just help teams fighting relegations. Good charity side we are. Man, Saka can have whatever he wants, man. Great player. You got bigger problems than Bukayo Saka, man. It's them balls in the midfield, though. They're going to keep killing us. And again, this is football. You're going to lose balls in the midfield and things like that. But we're too susceptible to the transition. Nottingham Forest are doing what they need to do. And we're hoping on a miracle or... It's done. Navas forward again. 10 minutes left of the first half. Benjamin White wins the header, but there's first and seconds. First and seconds, boys. Jorginho. Partey. I mean, I couldn't begrudge a player if they turned down Real Madrid. Trust me. We don't seem to have to say the rest, Francis. We got deeper problems than that. I think the system needs to change. We're not going to be able to break down this back 3-5 from Nottingham Forest if it maintains like this. Players have got to have a bit more urgency on the ball, be a bit more braver. Odegaard wants. I don't mind that. Benjamin Partey. Thomas Partey goes back to Benjamin White. That's the thing. We can only score a perfect goal. It's got to be crafted a certain sort of way. Or we've got no chance. Jorginho. Kieran, we're all close and compact. There's not really anything else. I don't know, man. Hopefully, there's a turnaround. Bukayo Saka, important tackle by Forest. No foul, Saka. Don't foul Lodi. The Forest man has done very well. We've done well to win it back. Odegaard, just give it back to Saka, man. Get your head up, Saka. Saka driving for, oh, Lord. That pass with dead Partey. Come on, fam. It's never a foul, ref. What the hell is this? How is that to them? He weren't fouled and he's doing some breakdancing on the floor, ref. The hell is this, ref? What the hell is this? You're acting, ref, man. Oh, come. Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 0. I don't think the ref's done anything major today. I just think he's got that one wrong. Boy. Boy. Unless this changes, it's going to be back-to-back defeats. Keylor Navas. It's just... Forest have just managed the game. We haven't really offered a threat. Another long ball. Partey. Benjamin. Jorginho. Come on. The thing is, we're very narrow and compact. And to be honest, Partey's tried, but it's meaty. Well in Saka. Odegaard gives it back to Saka. Saka. Jesus can't bring it under control. Theme of his life today. Navas. First short pass I've seen him play. Plays it to his defender, Worrell. Do we match them with 3 at the back? One wonders. Nottingham Forest have won the flick on. We're in more trouble. We're in more trouble. It's now 2v2. This is too easy. Morgan gives White. Fortunately for us, he's taken a touch too many, but he keeps possession for Nottingham Forest and recycles it. Welling Benjamin wins it. Ref, nothing wrong with that. Odegaard, get rid. Taking too long on the ball. Not strong enough either. Fortunately, it's calm. Man said Saka overdoing it. Who knows? Maybe he'll continue to improve. If he doesn't, then there'll be a day where we have to consider sacking him. But right now at 6:10 p.m. on the 20th of May 2023, personally, I don't think the right decision is to sack Mikel Arteta. Nottingham Forest and Keylor Navas with the ball once again. Been a nice day for him. Bet he's got his phone in his shorts. Didn't even have to start Brennan Johnson. Arteta's got olive trees and dogs and all these things, boy. I just want us to look like a football team, man. Long ball forward again. Gabriel wins this, but crazy. Needs to be a higher tempo, man. Sadly, can only play one way. I think I don't know who we'd get. Xhaka's doing the left back thing, but to be fair, Xhaka's influence has been minimal. Like, he's tried there, but again, Arteta, if this is what you've been planning all week, fair enough. But I'd be surprised if Xhaka's not moved properly back into midfield in the second half. Pardon me. The problem is, I don't think you should take off Partey or Jorginho. So how does that happen? Gabriel, go home. You can do it. Finds Kieran. This is a madness. Part of me wants this. A part of me wants to see Tierney. Part of me wants somehow to go Jesus and Eddie up front. Part of me wants Trossard to come off. Oh no, he's not playing, man. Big up DG, salute for your work over the season and beyond. Appreciate that. Arsenal lacking inspiration, need to go into. I already saw that. Sadly, man. I mean, it's already gone bad. Don't make it worse, innit? Another long throw. Long balls forward, throws, effective football from Forest. Ooh, Ramsdale gets his hands to it. Well in, well in. Who wants it though? Couple of moments before halftime. Finds Partey. Partey, out your feet, carry it and play it. Every player wants one touch too many, man. Jorginho. Saka showing. Saka, man on. Saka helps it to Jesus, who's right wing. Gives it back to Saka. Jesus, you've got to be in the box, though, man. I love what Jesus brings, but it's a double-edged sword. And to be honest, it's not what you've ever been about, so I can't expect you to change. And plus, if you don't do that, who is going to do that? But again, you're putting balls into dangerous areas where you need to be. Martin Odegaard. Get in the box, Jesus, man. Saka's got it on the right-hand side. No one's in the box. Saka delivers. It's floated. Come on, get on the keeper. Barge him. Look. You see the shakiness from Navas? Hardly any pressure. Put it in the box. Provoke havoc. You see? Sorry for the shouting, people. Saka finds his Partey. Take a tumble. That touch was horrible. Come on. There's a queue of red shirts. You would think that's our area. Come on. Gabriel, forward. It doesn't need to go backwards. Forward. Jorginho, turn on it. Thank you. Kieran. Come on, boys. Come on. The minimum I ask is just be competitive. Jorginho. Trossard. Come, man. Not everyday foreplay. Put the ball in the box. Trossard, man. At least zing it across the floor like you saw earlier. Gabriel. Jorginho. Benjamin White, come on, quicker. Odegaard. Saka, get your body there. Saka goes back to Odegaard. Jesus once, look at him. You got the capacity to play that pass. It's dead now. Jorginho, don't force it. Saka, come on, man. Saka, fake shot. Saka again. Come on, Saka, wavy stuff. Puts it in. Come on. Everyone stop feeling sorry for themselves. I don't want to see sighing. I don't want to see hands on hips. If you don't want to play, talk to the gaffer and get sub. Everything's going wrong. Put it right. Congratulations to Forest so far. Aye, man. That's their business. Oh, Navas, you're chatting, man. Allow it. No, aye, Forest, allow the time wasting, please, man. You're chatting. Keylor Navas, you're chatting. You should have shitted before the game was chatting, man. You're chatting. I think the striker Don's coming off, actually. But we're caught. And look at the run as well. Look at the run from the striker. But this is what you get when you haven't got a natural defenders out there. That was so horrible. We can see some cheap goals, man. Make sure you get your dark side run punch, people. Check out the website, it's pinned. With that being said, wish I had some ice, but yeah, say that thing. Big up Nottingham Forest, man. Well, he's not coming off, actually. So, ref, what's going on with all this wasting time stuff then? I hear it, Forest. But that tells you everything. Forest are not shook. They're not shook. They should be scared. We're second in the league. They've got the lead. There should be nervy moments, especially with what the 3 points means. So credit to them because they're being brave. But what does that say about how we're playing at the moment? Boy, credit to City as well, man. It was a great run. Tired of hearing not at the races, man. They don't care because we're second and got top 4. DG watching the league final tomorrow. Swear. Nah. Oh, I just got you at nah. Coincidentally, I'm out. I've never been so happy to have something to do. I don't understand the setup today. Why drop Tierney? I understand the setup. I just don't understand what we're on. Long throw forward, it's going to get worse. It's the same old problems, man. It's another game, same issues. Fall into the box by Forest. Come on, man. Man are just kicking the ball, man. This is Sunday League-esque. Thank you, Jesus. I love what Jesus is doing, but you're just not in the box. And you've had a vast majority of our chances, and they've been meaty. Trossard didn't want none of that. It's true, but you shouldn't have to get to that. Right. Everyone, Jorginho's doing the right thing. Is we're not playing poor. I mean, we are because of what we could do, but it is what it is. There's been 4 minutes left, people, this first half added on time. Ref, come on, man. These are taking forever. I rate it Nottingham Forest because I'll be doing the same. And has he been booked? Wallahi, if this left back has been booked, you need to get at him. You need to get at. Yeah, all right, he's been booked. Give the ball to Saka and that now, man. Him and Lodi's hand side. I promise you. Boy, he's a centre half. Pull him out into wide areas. Partey, come on, everyone be break Partey. What the hell, bro? Man are playing blind passes. Well in Kieran. Benjamin White. Come on, Jorginho, back yourself. Things that can be done in one pass. If you've got the capacity, do it. 1 if you can, 2 if you need, 3 if you have to. I wish, mate. Dead bants, but I wish. What a trophy for Tottenham Hotspur. Partey. Benjamin White. Partey. Boy, just bring half time, man. Benjamin White in possession. Guy don't even follow me, bro. He's just chatting. Benjamin White, Jorginho. Oh, that pass should have went in. It's a training ground settings, man. We're just passing in front. They won't mind this. When we have got a shot off, it's not been nothing. You've been like, raw. The hell's going on? How did Navas keep that out? Gabriel, Partey, Saka. It's right hand side. Goes back to Partey. Give it back to him. Give it back to him. Partey. Yes. Oh, they got unlucky. If that flick came off, Saka's in. Man said, hey, Jesus centre mid. Can't blame you. Might have to be a fullback team. Bukayo Saka. Lodi weren't falling for that. Good tackle. This is it. Well, they've done what they've needed to do. Benjamin White. Partey. Saka. Partey's get no foul. Partey, please. Well in Saka. Saka picks up the pieces. Bukayo Saka. Come on, man. Saka twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Technically earns a corner for his troubles. Technically. All right, you actually follow me. That's your first comment. Alpha, you're doing it dirty, man. How can that be your first comment? Boy, a lot of players walk into this team, man. The wickedest thing is, there's a lot of issues that are not necessarily just isolated to this game. They've been there. Ball into the box. Trossard tries his best Wayne Rooney impression. And that's half time, people. What do you lot make of the game, man? Where that game going, man? Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 0. What have you lot got to say that I haven't said already, man? If you ain't got confidence, bust out. Listen, when there's every reason to not believe in yourself, you must believe. When there's every reason for you to be confident, you must keep your feet on the ground. I mean, it's the same old, same old. Respectfully to Nottingham Forest, you knew what time it was coming against a team that's been promoted from the Championship. They're going to be resolute. They're going to be smart. They're going to be physical. They're going to play long throws. They're going to play long balls forward like you saw with Navas. They're going to capitalize on any mistakes like you saw for Odegaard, blind pass where they went and scored. For us, Jesus, I feel, is the only player like he's going to make something happen. But even him is capped. You know, he's crossing the ball when he needs to be there. Pardon me, no effort has really asked the question of Keylor Navas. And I have to give Nottingham Forest credit because they've been good, but I don't think they've been at their maximum. Considering that this is a big 3 points for them, because whether we get 3 points or not, it doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of where we finish now. Saka is trying, big up to Saka. You'd think they'd retreat into their shell a bit and get a bit nervous playing the second best team in the league based on the league positions. Unfortunately, that's not happening. You know, we're trying to walk it in. It's very patient. It's very slow. It's very in front. It's not going to break down. It's not going to break them down. We don't have the luxury of going, you know, direct. Xhaka is ineffective in this left-back role. I don't know. I don't think I would take off Partey, and I don't think I would take off Jorginho, so I don't know how he does it. But I do think somehow Xhaka's just got to go back into midfield, even if you just slap kick. No, you can't do that because someone's got to play centre-half. Somehow Xhaka's got to play in midfield, innit? Not getting nothing from Trossard, but yeah, man. We got trophies. We can never be Spuds big. I love Jesus, but it's meaty. Unorganically, Kieran playing left back, but he's starting off as a centre back. He's pulling out there any given time. Xhaka's ineffective with what he's doing, man. Saka's trying. I don't think anyone's not trying, but trying's dead, bro. I don't want trying, bro. Like, if you lot try in your jobs and you don't necessarily do your jobs, are you going to keep your jobs or are you going to be handed your P45s? It just needs to be better. It's been toothless. And I'm not trying to be negative. I just think we've been lackluster. Like, I just think we're lacking inspiration. I just think it's, you know, it's lackluster. It's predictable. It's lacking bravery to play passes or try things. Yeah, man, find ourselves a goal down. We ain't been unlucky today, bro. There's no such thing to that. Arsenal have not been unlucky today. No bravery. Tempo isn't there. Next season is Arteta's last for me. This copy and pep thing ain't it. Actually have ideas. What's the point of playing these 2 games remaining? Kind of have to, innit? Everyone's got to play 38 times. But, and I mean, in the FA Cup, in general, really, this ain't a nice place for Arsenal to come to. So, you know, they knocked us out of the FA Cup a few years ago. It is what it is. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. Don't know what our plan is, man. I said before, I think we should have given Fabio more of a try. We don't really have anything to play for. That's dead. Anyone who thinks there isn't anything to play for, get the fuck out of my football club. Because last time I checked, I don't see a Premier League title. I don't see a Champions League title. I don't see players held as the best players in the world. I don't see a manager that's won anything. Respectfully to all of them. And I don't think they believe that. Do you mean there's nothing to play for? What, we're going to cry because the league's done? There's always something to play for. You're playing for next season. You're playing as high as possible as you can for as many points as possible. Anyone who ever thinks there's nothing to play for, come out the club. Simple as that. You're fighting a team that's fighting for their lives. We've been struggling in this. When we go back and review our season, more than anything, we've been struggling mentally. If you can't get in check mentally, playing at a difficult away ground with a team fighting for their lives, we're in issues. I'm seeing a little, to be honest, grown men are looking like little boys out there. looking like they're going nursery for the first time. They're looking back. Mum has to go to work. You're staying here. Everyone looks like they want their hands held right now. Simple as that. I don't think I don't think it's a thing, man. Are lacking effort and all of these things, but dead. And last time I checked, you got embarrassed last week. This is the last away game of the season. Big up to all the fans around the world that have tuned in for whatever time. Think about all the fans that have travelled up to this ground where they could be doing whatever they're doing. So don't talk to me about there's nothing to play for. Don't talk to me about there's anything to play for. If you're City, you can run all of that in the Premier League. There's nothing to play for. That's dead. Playing for pride. As I always say, the only things I demand of this football team is that we're competitive and we play to our maximum. If we lose a game, then we lose a game. Losing football, it happens. It is what it is. No one likes it. It's a reality. If you don't like losing, then don't play sports. Where my issue is, if they stand to take 3 points off you and they haven't even had to try. Nottingham Forest have probably had to try a lot harder to get 3 points in other games based on that 45 minutes so far, let alone this season in general. They've just done the street smart things. They've capitalized on a mistake. They've been rigid defensively. They've not allowed much strength. They've tried to rough us up. They ain't overdone it in trying to rough us up. They're trying to play ball. And testament to Nottingham Forest, because I don't even think they're playing at their best, which is testament to what they're doing. Terrible goal to concede, but the transition has been in our Achilles heel. You've seen Odegaard do that a couple of times, and I'm not blaming him. There's been those individual mistakes. Until we improve on the transitions, our whole outlook of defending and overall street smartness, we're in issues. Clearly, it's another game, and I'm not going to stop this agenda. We don't have the luxury of just going long. Jesus is not going to win the battle. The Xhaka experiment is not working. Things have to change, but let's just hope it could turn around. But don't talk to respectfully. Don't talk to me about there's nothing to play for. It's an idiot thing. At work, is it halftime? Was the game over? I said the game's over. I wish it's halftime. Nottingham Forest have been ish. They ain't been ish. They've done what they've needed to do, and it's not a lucky goal, really. You know, you've still got to put the ball in the back of the net. They deserved it on the balance of things. You know, it's been long throws, long balls forward. We expect that. They're not going to want to let us play football for obvious reasons. Why would you? Jesus and Saka and Odegaard have half been in it, but it's meaty. Like it's nothing is shaded, isn't it? Saka's can't. But listen, all of these fans, you know, they're all the best players in the world one day. Now everyone's public enemy. I think Saka is not. I'm not happy with the positions we're giving Saka the ball half the time. You know, you want him to. He's probably a bit too wide. You want him to be a bit narrow, where you've seen the Arteta clips where you want him to receive the ball kind of in your stride rather than your back's to goal. Jesus is working hard when he is taking chances. It's low-level chances and it's meaty, really. It's not really good enough. Half the time, Jesus isn't even interested in being in the box. He's putting in some lovely crosses, but no one else is there. Whatever we're doing on that left-hand side, I don't know. I don't really see Trossard like that. Xhaka's gone missing a bit. Kyrgios doing a hybrid role thing. Yeah, man. Jorginho's half showing for the ball, but it's all 5-yard passes. It's all backwards. Like, there's no penetrative passes. I would love for us to do things quicker. Different games, same issues, really. Hopefully, you put things right, but it's what it is, man. Nottingham Forest have the only stat that matters. They've had 2 shots on target, and 2 shots, 1 on target. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target. There's been 3 shots on target throughout the whole game. Clinical finishing making the difference. They've only completed 87 passes to 375. We've had 4 corners to 1, but they're winning. I mean, going back to the Wenger days, we've been here, man. Really and truly, we've been here before. So yeah, man. Different day, same-ish. 45 minutes to salvage something, or if not, well, you've lost the game, haven't you? 141 likes, 200 odd of you locked in on YouTube. Smash the like button. I've just noticed, shout out American Gooner for gifting out community subs. We're on the beach already. You know, certain men are taking the weather too literally. We are barely even looking at the left-hand side. I just don't get it. Saka and Odegaard only works because they're both extremely talented, but functionally, Saka would be better off with a runner next to him. No idea what Kieran is doing. He should be at left-back. Partey out wide when he's fit is just bizarre. Why does Jorginho have to play 6? To be fair, he's shown for the ball. Balogun has to start next season. Boy, I'm not too sure about that. I think the boys are trying, but the system really magnificent. magnifies any defensive fragilities we have because of the space behind us. And Forest are a cornered animal right now and are dangerous. They done what they needed to do. They don't really have much options either, do they? So what do you expect? Hey, man, what do you expect them to do? Big up yourself. Lateness is greatness, as Matisse and Cole would say. We're in serious trouble if we don't add. But hey, Susan, if playing for next season, got to cut these performances out before we even dream of where we want to be. Exactly. Big up you tuned in from America. From Canada. I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Apart from the result, obviously. Balogun is not here next season. He's leaving to be a starter. Saka has been found. He's been trashed for months. Exaggeration. Arteta overcomplicate the lineup today. It's one of them. If it works, it's great. If not, crazy. Trossard did really well in the false nine. Yeah, he did. But you can get away with the false nine thing. But then when you saw him come off the bench against Van Dijk, it's a different ball game. Where did it all go wrong? Same old, man. At this point, I'd be repeating the same old things I've said all season. But I feel like we could sacrifice Jesus' creativity for a clinical strip. Bro, Jesus might get the same treatment, unless it improves next year, the same treatment that you got at City, and that you're good for the squad and you do all of that stuff. But past that, you're not a savage in front of goal. Let's hope the spirit that was there in a couple games we've come from behind comes out today. Trossard was terrible against Brighton. And I wouldn't say he's been terrible. He's been incredibly ineffective. Couple volleys that ain't banged, but yeah. Nothing on this left-hand side. We deserve what we're getting. I don't know what Arteta is doing. I can't tell you about formations and tactics, but yeah. I don't see what we're trying to do here. Tierney's got to be gone then, and that's fair. It happens in football. Prime example: physical and mental fatigue. Yeah, but how long are we going to keep running this physical thing? Because I think it's all mental, and I think it's dead, bro. Like, you've had a week off. Like, these men have had a week off. There's no excuse for stuff. And that's Tyrell, that Tyrell guy's 5th goal in 3 Premier League games. So if he's in your FPL team, you're laughing. Until we improve defensively and we add more physicality to hold the ball up, it's a myth. Apparently, Ruben Neves said, I never hide that I want to play Champions League football. Crazy. So he's off somewhere. I can tell you now, Tierney, Reece, Balogun are gone. No worries, Arsenal will win. Jesus has no presence in the box. He's deaf for a wing. He does, but he's getting there, but you're not born to score goals, man. You don't, like, I think strikers are born. You said you can't criticize Saka. Criticize every player, as long as it's fair. Like, for every player, every club. Unfortunately, in life, with all football fans, they want to take it too far. Like, criticize everyone in the same way you praise players. Is where it is. I never said you can't criticize anyone. Nottingham Forest just need to double up on Odegaard and Saka. To be fair, Odegaard, like, you just with Odegaards and the Jorginhos, with Nottingham Forest, you just got to have the shape. Not too many players are gonna, like, Smith Rowe could do it. Xhaka's done it at times. Jesus at times, Saka at times are gonna make that run in behind, but not too many Arsenal players are gonna do that. With Odegaard, you can let him scan and drop his shoulders and stuff, but he's a passer. He might rip someone, but there's no runners, so it's all in front. With Saka, you double up against him, you get out of it, really. Look how the majority of the time, how many times is Saka getting the ball to run in behind against Lodi? And that centre half who's got a yellow now. So with his back to goal, but anyone who's frustrated by what we see right now, you can't be watching Arsenal season, because at this point I'm repeating myself. It's predictable, it's bewildering, it's not making sense. Mikel, really. As much as he's the guy, and I can't criticize him because a lot of the times it's gone right, sometimes you don't need to be this complicated, especially where you've got an elementary group of players who they can barely understand realistically their own roles. So when you start trying to do this Harvard stuff with guys that are just in college and that is crazy. But big up the gaffer. I'm sure you know what you're doing, man. Like, everyone's a big boy out there. Go and put your trunks on, puff out your bullocks and your chest, pause, and get with it. Man, have to let their nuts hang. If we want to be a team where we're getting somewhere, people need to stop doing this chatting in articles and all of these things and effing show it in a place what matters. Like now, where you're losing, you're fighting a 12th man and all of these things. It's our last away game. We've actually been a lot better away from home, as I've said all season. Based on that 45 minutes, you're looking at me like I'm smoking something very strong. Because it's only going to get worse next year with the degree of expectation and et cetera, et cetera. Cozy Drewbury's put, I think okay, I got tricked. I thought he might be getting ready. He's put on his Arsenal shirt. Maybe it's one of them. You know, when you want to come on the pitch, you start running up and down. Trossard, stop issuing instructions if you're not going to do something. I hope you're telling Kieran to do something 30, because I needed to see this across 90 minutes. Shout all the Haylenders on the bench. Don't want to hear no nonsense. And I know it's easier said than done, but stop the chatting. Like, you can fool some people some of the time, you can't fool people all the time. The best place to talk is on the football pitch, your feet. When there's not a single reason in theory to put in a good performance, this is where I want to see your professionalism. It's only going to get worse with the expectation, with the competitions and all the jazz that you're in next year. So which goes back to my point, what someone said earlier, if there's nothing to play for, bust out. Which in theory, no, there isn't. Arsenal are not going to be troubled from second, but there's always something to play for. Arsenal will kick off this second half, people. 45 minutes to salvage something. At this point, I'll take a point. Hopefully the spirit of Unai Emery is channeled, where he used to turn around the second halves of games, people. But Mikel Arteta's men, shout out the gaffer. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Shout out to you tuned in. If you haven't hit the like button, hit that, people. One love for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. I don't know who will get thingied for, clipped for, but why not? Man called himself Chocolate Labrador. I mean, yeah, you can talk about olive trees and all these things, bro. I just ask you lot to look like a football team. Yeah. Listen, everyone's allowed a thought. I do think that Saka definitely been poor for months, but fair enough. If that's what you feel, I don't tell you what to think, just think. It's the beautiful thing about football. It'd be boring if we all shared the same opinion. Oh, praise the Lord. No, don't praise the Lord yet. Feeble attempt from Jorginho. Once again, Nottingham Forest, 54 seconds into the half. Already on the counter. Fortunately, Trossard gets there. Oh, it would have been offside anyways. Mess about in the Champions League, in issues. To be fair, you should say Odegaard's ghosting is crazy, man. Christian Eriksen's a very fantastic player. You know, again, you're a creative player. You'd expect to see the Kevin De Bruyne's, the Odegaards, the Eriksens of this world. But if you're using that to mock him, where are we now? Like if I mention 15 league goals, I appreciate the trolling, but come on, man. Eriksen's been a good signing. He's a great player and come a long way health-wise. The fact that he's playing football against a blessed, the fact that, you know, he's calm. Free kick. What? Free kick to Nottingham Forest? What's going on here? You know what? What shall be, man. The weather's nice in London. It's calm, man. Where's my sunglasses? Sure, I had them. Feel to get an ice cream, really, and enjoy my Saturday evening. Morgan Gibbs White's fancies it. If they're going to win, don't let them do a madness. Oh, he's crossed it. He done me. I thought he was going for goal. He's put back in. Oh, Lord, I thought they could have... Oh, Xhaka, what kind of head is that? He's put it back in danger where we are in trouble. Oh, my God. What is this? This is Sunday League. Yes, you man are not serious. It should be 2-0. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on, boys? I don't know for VAR, but had they have scored, it would have been interesting. And again, I hope a good part of our pre-season is dedicated towards defending set pieces a lot better, because I don't know if it would have been ruled out, but for offside, it's fact it's a corner. Horrible defending. Horrible defending. What was said at half-time? Is that another corner? It's another corner. Jesus defending this time. But certain keepers want to come out and talk up. Forget about it, man. It's another in-swinger. I'll be amazed if we don't concede a second today. Just like I'll be amazed if we get something out of the game. I love you lot, but this is very sad how you lot are playing. Corner kick is a great cross, fortunately for Ramsdale. Ref, the ball's been kicked out his hand. Ramsdale, give it. Jesus, left wing. Gabriel. Right. You see you, Pep Guardiola, you're a crook as well. Man said, I believe Arsenal win their 3 games. Then we lost to Brighton. You're a crook. Trossard. Odegaard. Trossard. How long for you lose it? Good play, Trossard. Thank you. Kieran. Simple pass. Jesus, simple, please. Kieran. Jorginho. At some point, Gaffer, you got to switch up this thing, man. Hopefully, you're not required to, but yeah. Odegaard. Partey doing that right back. Trossard. Forcing it, man. I like the idea, but forcing it. Gabriel, first time, please. Thank you. Xhaka, go on. Kirill, be brave. Between you and Trossard. No foul, ref. The game's played on, ref. Allow it. Thank you, Kirill. Don't let me see duck out of that. Kirill, that's you, you know. You better recover. You ducked out of that 50-50. Throw into Nottingham Forest. I hope Inter Milan, but probably see. Yeah, the standards we kind of set defending this season from set pieces has lost us, man. Seeing blind passes. Well in Xhaka. Partey, that was a bit meaty. Partey doing up some bookie. Right back row. Finds Bukayo Saka. Arteta, man. We can't do all of this sort of stuff with our squad yet, man. At least not with certain options. Odegaard shaping up for a shot. Finds Kirill. Appreciate you lot tuned in across YouTube and Twitch, folks. Big up you from Northwest. Formation is very destroyed. Big up yourself in a circle. We don't look at like it's training session, it's keepable. We'd be elite at 5-a-side. If you don't pull the trigger, nothing's happening. We're trying to do this perfect thing. Jesus being cut out. Corner kick, surely, ref. Goal kick. It's going bad. The man are winning. We're losing. That defending was so shambolic. Shout out to Ramsdale for putting it out for a corner, but is shambolic even the word? 40 more likes till we get 200, folks. They're allergic to shooting, but I don't blame them. We can't really do the physical. I would love to see every now and again, like out of 10 times, 8 times we do this short passing thing. Just 2 times, just keep it mixed up. Just put it long. We can't do that. We saw it against Brighton. We saw it in the first half against Everton. We're going to struggle to break down teams on defending and teams that are on being physical. Benjamin White, Odegaard. It's just like we're in second gear as well, man. Granite playing a lot more centrally. Keeps changing. Right about now, it's like Kirill's left back, Partey's right back. Somehow Xhaka's in midfield. Pardon me. It probably is. Nottingham Forest have only lost 3 times when winning at half time. That's the most in the league. Spurs are up there as well. Come on, Jorginho. Partey, good effort for trying. He's kept it in. It's actually gone out and it went into the hands of Navas. I mean, hopefully Arteta's of the thinking 10 minutes and we change things, but it looks like it needs to change. When losing at half time, we've won 3, the most in the league. Yeah, Brighton are on top of their summer business. Whether it works or not is another thing, but they're doing their best. You know what? If this was Sunday League and the defender is taking the goal kicks for the midfielder, we'd be shouting, shoot, he's shit, with respect to a Champions League winner, Navas. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Like, they're actually kicking the ball and these things. I love it, but come on. Even the manager's getting involved. Cooper, I like you. You know, someone needs to throw something at you on the slide. So one, get the foot. Well, that's the best one as a fullback. When the manager's acting and you're about to take a throw. And, excuse me, sorry. Jorginho. Benjamin White. Same old, man. At this point, let's just pray for a point, man. Keep it moving. If you can't win, don't lose in this. Oh, referee! Referee! That's a great ball by Benjamin White. Jesus is fouled off the ball. Come on, ref. There's actually been no intent. Oh, my. He's been pulled. I know it's a soft one, but these ones are given in the Prem these days. It's dark arts, you know. Nottingham Forest have clocked he's making the run. He's yanked him. Come on, ref. And you're booking Jesus, you bold bastard. And Jesus showed that passion in doing skills or something, man. You always want to be in the box to get fouled, but you want to do all this left wing, right wing stuff. I've got a lot of time for you, Jesus, but do all of that in the box. Two players going for the same ball, Kieran and Gabriel. This is madness. Jorginho, thank you for clearing your lines. Arteta, I've got a lot of time for you. We're going to make some changes. This ain't working. Someone tell me why Trossard thinks he's Ronaldinho and he's doing flicks. Great stuff. Amazing. So happy. They have, but we're locking up ourselves. Can't slow the balls moving. Did we go out last night? Like, everyone wants to, oh, I need 1,000 touches. Like, things that can be done in one, do it. Two, do it. Odegaard, Kieran, well in. Offers an option, but what are you going to do? Don't get shook. Don't get shook. Fair enough. Gabriel, come on. Meaty dons. Football's a mental game, and every game that's passed recently, you've seen it. In a positive way against Chelsea and Newcastle, negatively, every other game been sandwiched in between this. 3 points in the bag, might have been shook. I don't know what these lot are on, but if you man were on playing like this, we could have easily ran this at 12:30, 3 p.m. We don't need to be watching this at almost 7 p.m. We've had 70 successful passes in the second half. They've had 6, but they've got the one thing I'd trade, 3 points. Street smart team doing the minimal. And that's not criticising Nottingham Forest. I'm actually praising them for that because they show you don't have to be at your best to beat Arsenal. That pees me off. Jesus fighting. Oh, ref, come on, man. Jesus, stop moaning. Jorginho. Arteta must draw for Smith Rowe and Tierney now. Something's got to change, man. Gabriel. Kieran, don't make the run unless you want it, you know. Kieran, well in. Kieran, that's me. This guy's soft, man. You're soft. I like you a lot, Kieran, but if there's one thing that turns me off a player, it's behaving soft. I can't take it. Gabriel hands all over, and that's a free kick. Surely Bait is free. To be fair, Forest should have a free kick there. I don't mind though. We'll take that. Partey. What's next? You man need to see a donkey in London Coley, so you know what a donkey is, because that's how you lot are behaving, man. Wouldn't mind seeing Eddie still. Might as well go free at the back and just go Eddie and Jesus quickly, man. Free kick to Forest. Mandanda, Mangala, take your hands off Benjamin White, man, please. Big up Forest, you lot do what you're doing. Hopefully you stay up. You deserve it. Like, if you want to do this thing. Keep messing about against teams fighting relegation, you know. It was so nice to let West Ham get back in the game. Obviously, Southampton, they've taken 2 points off us. Sorry, yeah, 2 points off us. Everton, we just weren't at it. Simply put, was a lot worse than today. I'll tell you that. Probably a next one near them size. Even the games we've won, we made it tough against Leeds away, and it is what it is. Trossard. Not looking like the Brighton Trossard, man. Xhaka. Trossard. Jorginho. Great idea, but it's been cut out. Morgan gives White, smacks it forward. Gabriel, what you doing? Gabriel, what you doing? Gabriel, what you doing? Gabriel, you're mad. I got time for you, mad. Gabriel. Crazy stuff by Gabriel, but he's calm. Finds Jorginho. At this point, now I'm at the point where you might as well put Partey over there and try something, man. Somehow, might as well go Eddie. Somehow, just Eddie and Jesus together, man, or Smith Rowe or something. Just get two little strikers up there. You both fight. Kieran, what are you doing, man? Arteta, come on. Arteta, come on. Kieran, I got time for you, but Arteta, come on. This ain't the game. Arteta, Tierney, something. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. And now I see Tierney warming up. Come on, man. Come on. Arteta, big up you. And I know Tierney's got a foot out the door, but today, Gaffer, I can't see what tactics he was doing to say why Tierney couldn't play. Ref, how long? I respect it from Navas, but how long does he want to do this for? Credit to Forest, man. You lot doing what you're doing. Said it a few months ago. I said, don't make our, while I'm not belittling Arsenal and I love our form and love what we're doing, don't make it think that we're at a level when we've cheated certain steps. City have won the league already, but if Arsenal don't get 3 points, it's theirs on Sunday, which is a case of when not if Eddie and Ketty is coming on. I wouldn't mind if that's for Trossard or Jesus. Really, I hope it's for Trossard. I understand if it's for Jesus. Just put Jesus out wide, man. We all know you're not going to bring on Kosa Juby. I'd love to be wrong. I don't expect Smith Rowe to play serious minutes today. Nelson's not a thing. So you might as well slap. Jesus wants to stay out wide. Let's let him do the winger thing. Might as well just start him there from next year if you just want to hang out wide. You don't want to score goals. I've got a lot of time for you, Jesus. Let Eddie do the striker thing. Ball over the top. Saka, come on. Big save, but to be fair, you was never going to get it. Saka's still fighting. That's good defend. No, I was about to say that's terrible defending by Felipe. Bro, Partey's not the guy for the overlap thing, man. He ain't probably done that since he was in Spain. It's meaty, unfortunately. 167 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, keep hitting it. Saka's knackered, man. There's no bringing on Nelson. He's not in the squad. He's unwell, apparently, reports have said. Half an hour left. Ball in. It's a semi-decent one. Yeah, no. You saw you get excited. That was also me. The ref, it's another corner. Jorginho, you see why you're my guy? Who had the first effort? It's taking 60 minutes for me to go, ooh. To be fair, good defending. Jorginho, is it taking a deflection? I didn't see the deflection, but I'm going to take it. Don't thank me, thank American Gooner. And big up to him again and everyone who's got a sub on his behalf. We thank him again. Lingard coming to Millie Rock soon, man. It's an inside winger thing, man. Kirill, you feel like scoring? Saka, I don't think the cross is going to be good, but it's going to need to be. I hope it is. It's just we're not good at that. Set him, Jesus. Jesus, set him. Trust up. Bang it, Jesus, bro. It's not all about you. You're too selfish, man. Ref, fuck off. Don't stop playing for this Nottingham Forest, lad. Respectfully, Forest. Play on. You're capping. Miraculously on your feet. Oh, it's over here. Come on, Jesus. Ref, it's gone out already. Oh, ref, this guy is chatting the most. Big up, not Aston Villa, sorry. Danilo's on the floor. Get up, man. Nothing happened to you, man. What happened to you? Nothing happened to you. I can't lie, man. Nothing happened to you. I hope you're all right if someone genuinely did, but you're all right, man. Come on, man. You're capping, man. Come on, man. Eddie and Ketty is on. Please for Trossard, probably for Jesus. Tierney's on. About time, bro. How is Xhaka's off? Oh, fair enough, but how is Trossard still on the pitch, Gaffer? How? Kieran and Xhaka, fair enough. About time. Jesus surely gone out wide. Allegedly, yeah. How is Trossard like? What is Trossard like? I'm not trying to make this the Trossard campaign, but come on. Unlucky, Kirill, man. You're learning, but you ain't even put a foot wrong like that. It's just Just not been at the races, man. Go sit down, though, man. Come on, ref, man. How long they taking? And boys, Navas is a quality keeper, but come on, once again, if this is Sunday League and you see the centre-back taking the goal kicks, you know he's meaty, man. Yeah, Brennan Johnson always causes us issues. I mean, this ain't a nice ground for Arsenal to go to, innit? Last couple times gone there in the FA Cup, we bottled it. Tierney wins the header. Unfortunately, it's flicked off. It's a throw-in. Ref. See, you're all right, Danilo. Someone, I got a lot of time for Nottingham Forest, but you see this Danilo guy? Someone getting a 50-50. Take everything. Now, you want to cry? Give you something to cry about. Tierney wins the first header. It's flicked on by Trossard. Jesus will give chase. Navas and Cole will deal with it. Gabriel wins the header. Benjamin White is centre back. Partey is right back. It's just utter madness. As it stands, Forest will beat the drop. I got a lot of time for Trossard, but people do too much with the gassing, man. It's not a starting quality. I can't lie to you. Martinelli and Saka start every day of the week ahead of you for me. I like you. Look, the man are losing the ball in stupid areas, bro. Arteta, please. Please now. Gabriel Welling, it's not Trossard's day once again. Please. And I'm not making it all about Trossard, but come on. Unless he's in a purple patch, you're never starting. Listen, big him up. Been a great signing. Done some great assists. Played as a false nine. You're a squad guy, man. Push comes to shove. You're not on this. Trossard. I even tweeted a week ago. I thought he was going to score today. Good ball. Eddie, make a mill. Eddie, make a mill. Make a mill. Make a mill. Ref, no foul. No foul. Strength thing. Don't foul him, Eddie. Don't foul him. Good foul to win by Mandela or whatever what his name is. This Danilo guy. You see, grown man with a fight tight. You should know your bitch mate, man. Bedina, bro. Probably got used to working King of Diamonds, man. Come on, ref. Let them make the subs and come on with this. They're gonna ask Tierney why he didn't start. And as much as I like Arteta, you know he's not gonna answer it directly. He's gonna say we've got different players for different games and what we tried to do and the system, and we're gonna get lost in the jargon. Which rightly so. If it works, you're gonna get praise. Clearly, the Xhaka thing did not bang. I hope Danilo's all right. You know, it looks like he's serious and he's off the pitch. You know, he's running up and down. Ref, I hope you're adding the sun. Not that we're going to need it because we're moving like we don't want to score. Pardon me, taking your dark side run punch. People check the link, go and order your thing. Jamaican and Dominican infused and that. Nottingham Forest owners out here as well. You know, how it was mad because he started praying and moments later he scored. Might not like him, but we're not getting out the hood if you don't buy another left back. Tierney can go. Make sure you got another left back. They can do this inverted fullback thing as much as you want. Make sure they can defend. I don't think Trossard is going to be here more than 2-3 seasons. And I'm not trying to criticize. It's just that we do this thing at Arsenal where we take rotation options, we try and make them starters, and we're in issues. Oh, my day. Okay, fuck this, man. By God's grace, somehow Morgan Gibbs White hasn't made it 2-0. What's going on? That sums us up. Partey's doing a madness. Do you know what? Benjamin White's been done a bit dirty because Partey's not even trying to find him. He can't skip out the way. That says everything. That says everything about today. Wake up. I'm past getting angry with you lot, man. You're not on it today, so what's the point? What's the point? What time are we going out today, lads, man? Let's get my little shower in a bit. I am my little clothes. Saka, we've seen this movie before, man. Forgive me, Arsenal players. I love you lot, but you can't forget. You have to forgive me for not being motivated. Like nothing to be inspired about. You man don't look like you believe. I'm criticizing everyone. Saka's been better than Trossard today, and you know they've both not been good enough. But Not a single player out there has been good enough today. So don't listen. I don't know if you want Trossard to shag you or some shit like that, but I criticize every damn one of my players. Allow me, man, please. Gabriel, Jorginho, Partey. Still 1-0 to Forest, man. Man, fuck that guy, man. Nah, man. Man, nowhere exciting. Trossard, come on, my guy, man. Not even him, just everyone. Partey, that's a decent knock. Good defending, resolute defending. Ref, never a foul. Come on, ref. Good effort over the bar. Man down for Forest for the 55th time. The players look defeated, man. I don't know why they're all the Forest players all surrounding the ref. Like, more gives might be all right. Nah, Trossard needs to go. Overdoing it. You don't need to go. It's just we do this thing where we take squad players and try and make them regulars. And then when they inevitably can't do it, there's issues. I'm happy with Trossard. Good for the squad and all of that stuff. But you're not a player that can be relied upon. Fabio Vieira's on. Trossard's off. Well, seems the manager agrees. But so now what's the thing? Trossard's kind of been in this 10 role. At some point, you'd imagine Eddie and Nketiah up front by himself and surely Smith Rowe. Come on, Fabio, man. You're here next season. But how much we get for new players? Just has to be the right players, man. Who they are, I don't know, man. Saka could come off as well, to be honest with you. Everyone could come off. There's no complaints. If you get subbed right now, you cannot complain. We need to have that capacity to just... At this point, I'm a broken record, man. I've been speaking about the aspect of defending, and if you bother to care, you just go and look at the comments in the watch-alongs at the start of the season and say, oh, DG, you're moaning too much. Defenders, nothing to worry about. Okay. We need a more physical number 9, just if not a starting quality, someone that just gives us something different. No, we don't. We've got this and okay. Fair enough. All right. I hear that. Probably not. Credit to Nottingham Forest. They're roaring. It's a great day out for the fans. And this win, with it being 20 minutes away, hopefully as a selfish Arsenal fan, it could change. They're 20 minutes away from confirming another stay in the Premier League. And to be fair, at one point, I had you lot dead set to go. But like Bournemouth, you made me eat humble pie. Well done. As I said versus Brighton, losing comes with football. I just asked you to be competitive. Just like that. Another long ball over the top. How long before the second goes in? Shanked wide by Nottingham Forest. But again, how easy was that? About 3 passes from it being knocked into a chest, headed down, passed into the path. Look, can't deal with directness. But we've seen this almost all season, man. Are you surprised? Hey. Hope Danilo's all right. He's wobbling and that. Miraculously, he'll be all right. Ref, are you stopping the clock? 2 opportunities, man. Bewildering system, man. I still believe in you, but you need to stop this weird shit now, man. At least when you've got these players, you can't, man. You can't do it with these, man. Can't do all this weird inverted fullbacks and all of these lot need to be spoon-fed, man. Oh, everybody's a scapegoat with everyone now, man. Trossard, Saka, Fabio, Arteta, everyone's the worst ever in the world, did it? How much would you pay for Fabio? But right now, he's not looking like the initial 20 million. Gabriel. Fabio Vieira. At least someone's played it in behind. Tierney, okay. Jorginho. Sorry, Gabriel Jesus. Tierney. Come on. Remember your left back. Just pass it, bro. Don't make Arteta get into your head and do things that you can't do well in. Jesus. Gabriel. By default, the subs have been the best players on the pitch slightly. Gabriel. Hey, Saka's gonna. I mean, with the new contract, he's gonna have to drop a third year of double goals, man. Boy, what was Reece Nelson doing it, man? Gabriel Jesus out wide, probably where he needs to start playing now, man. Until he shows we can bag a decent amount of goals. Thomas Partey, that's a good ball. Eddie Nketiah, good play from him. Odegaard. Now is where it starts getting crowded. Bukayo Saka back to Odegaard. Clips it in behind. Great defending by Sergio Aurier of Nottingham Forest, and it's headed clear by Forest. Not a handball. It's not a handball. Surely that's not a handball. Can't lie, I didn't think that was a handball for Forest. Maybe if I see that again, there's no complaint, so it probably did hit his hand. Nonetheless, it's been taken quickly. Partey, Odegaard. That's a good ball to Eddie. Eddie, good hold-up play. Saka, can it get delivered now? Odegaard. I mean, Saka has been poor, but I'm not going to call him a coward. He's look at the goals. Look at the amount of things he's done for us. He's definitely been in a poor run of form, but I'm not going to call him a coward. That's a strong statement, especially behind the screen. Tierney, Jesus, that's that. Wonder if Tierney's been asking about City ref. That's never a free kick. The second one is. Tierney, just get back. And look at Yates gassing up the fans. Ref, are you adding this on? Come on. Ref, are you adding all of this on? Man, geeing up the crowd with the hand, with the ball in his hands, throwing the ball. I hear it, it's incredibly street smart. Obviously, it frustrates me as an Arsenal fan because I can't wait to see only 3 minutes. Oh, Brennan Johnson entering the fray. Great stuff. Credit to Forest for getting a second, man. Yeah, every player has bottled it. Boy. Exactly. Yeah, but these same people that are over criticizing all these players, once they get back in form or the new ones get in form, they'll be back to gassing them. Football's an emotional game. If I had to take a guess, it feels like a late sucker punch from Forest is coming. It's another free kick. It is a free kick. Just get back in position. Please stop moaning with the ref because we're not doing enough to win the game or get anything out of it. Just start playing, man. Nottingham Forest have conceded 17 goals from the 76th to the 90th minute. That's the highest in the Prem. Next is Bournemouth with 16. They'll keep a clean sheet today. But hey, 4 goals in the last 2 games, no clean sheet. And do you know what? I don't even know if we played against Brighton or if we played 75 minutes against Forest because I haven't seen a team that's turned up. Morgan Gibbs White, what a ball. Good defending. Offside. That's it. Yeah, you can say that. He's hit like everybody. Like everybody's crumbled when the pressure's on, but coward. That man who has dragged this club through the mud for the last 2 years. Coward's a harsh word. Cowardly. I wouldn't accuse a single player of being cowardly if I'm honest. Today, you've just been crap. You've just not been good enough. So yeah, you could. I guess if that's what you want to say, but coward's a strong one. Hard to beat Bukayo Saka. Predictable now, boys, from everyone individually and collectively. As much as I love Arsene Wenger, this was something we've seen from the early days of the Emirates. Really, it's just one way. You will get opportunities on the counter attack. We can play football. We can do this pretty stuff. Not really today, but if you don't allow us to break you down, we're gonna wait for the perfect opportunity. Lovely run from Eddie Jesus. Pass it, man. Don't know what you take off Jesus now, man. This guy's just crying about free kicks. Got a lot of time for you, but like peeing me off. Morgan Gibbs White's done fantastically. And he's won a foul, actually, fortunately. All right, Gibbs White, shut up, man. You don't want it with Gabriel. Shut up. Your team's winning. You're going to stay in the division. Shut up, you muppet. Shut up. You don't want it. You don't want it. Gabriel, we're losing. Just keep your head. Shut up, man. You should be on Love Island. You're not a fighter. No one's scared of you. Shut up, man. Big up your club, but shut up, Morgan Gibbs White, man. Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. You'll bruise easy. Look at you. You'll bruise easy. Calm down, man. You got 5 cats on that. You're Bedina. Calm down, man. And Gabriel has pulled him down. And he's done well, actually. He's can count himself quite unlucky, really. Gabriel, we're losing. I don't know why you're getting into it. Morgan Gibbs White, just shut up, man. Like, honestly, just shut up. And Reggie Yates is right there. Shut up, man. Dortmund are crumbling. Gabriel, stop talking to him. Fuck him, man. Just stay. Just play the game. Just focus, man. Shut up, Gibbs White. Gabriel, you as well. Just play the game. It's a set piece. Just switch on. Why are they doing handbags with him? There's a problem. Link him in the tunnel. He's not on nothing, man. His team's winning. We're losing. Just switch on. What's wrong with you? Yeah, doing chattings. Keep your head. We're losing. You're not playing well like everyone else. Credit to Gibbs White because he got the assist. He's having a good game. He's got under your skin. You did foul him, but keep your head. You there doing all this bullshit. Not catching. Listen, Gibbs White's a good player. He's just doing too much. Just like Gabriel is right now. Man, I'm just doing too much. Play the game. Where's that frustration when my man was bearing down on goal? Now Brendan Johnson's on. I don't know, man. I think our heads were never there, man. Players have mentally checked out clearly. And forgive me, I don't want to accuse players of this, but when you play like that, yeah, like this is the easiest 3 points for us we'll get all season. And if we're not careful, they'll score again. It's toothless. It's lacking out. Look at Fabio. Bro, look at Aurier, you know. Aurier is all my days. He's ripped like 10, man. At least Tierney is looking like someone competent. My word. Credit to Forest. Behaving like clowns, man. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing from you lot, man. Embarrassing, man. How can you not like Forest? Big club. I got time for Forest, man. This is the easiest free. I bet you when Forest were trying to get promoted, they didn't have to work this hard. Next week will be a harder game. Last week, whoever they played would be a harder game. Ref, are you adding this on, though? Like, it's elite time wasted. Look at what they're doing, man. Throwing the ball. Everyone, you know, you take the throw, you take the throw. It'd be lovely to get an equalizer for this, but it's not going to happen. Long throw. Here's the second. Pending. Depending on these players as well, a certain man. And again, ref, you're in the way. Why let us play? What's he called it back for? What going for this, ref? Ref, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Ref, what is this? And why is Ramsdale doing that? Ref, fix up, man. Confusing both sets of teams. Party. At this point, does anyone just want to make the commentator go, "Ooh, what a save from Keylor Navas"? Square pegs in round holes. If you want to do this football university thing, oh, ref, he has flung in at Saka. How? How is that a free kick? How? Fair enough if it is. I ain't seen it on the replay, but how on God's green earth? Bro, you're all right, big man, Lodi. You played for Atletico Madrid. Shut up, man. You're all right, man. Did you die? No. So play on. Thank the Lord upstairs. It's a bright day. You're getting to enjoy in the sun. Some people are not here to even see a great day like this. Their team winning. It's about to stay in the league. So shut up and play on, man. 9 minutes until Nottingham Forest confirm these 3 points. I know I've been saying this recently, but one of the worst performances of the season. This is up there for me with Everton and last week against Brighton. And away from it being City as well. Because there's never been an ounce of belief. There wasn't an ounce of belief today. Feel sorry for the Arsenal fans that travelled up there. Credit to Nottingham Forest. They'll have to be at their best to play whoever they're playing next week. For us, boy, just end the season as high as you can against Wolves, innit? Just try to give the fans who bothered to go to the game at the Emirates, whatever, innit? And then the cycle continues. Odegaard in possession. Gabriel. At this point, someone might as well shoot. I wouldn't even get vexed if you shoot. My only frustrations away from the obvious is just that you've rolled over. You haven't gone, wow, and take nothing away from Forest. You haven't gone, wow, oh my God, they were fighting to stay in the league. They did very well in that, which they've done well today. We didn't push them to their maximum. Tierney surely... Tierney's not been given a corner for that. Edu, big man, what are you doing there? Big up my guy, but what are you doing? What are you doing in Nottingham Forest? Go leave the game, go get on the phone. Go get on the phone. Things need to get done. Things need to get sorted. Decision making, even down to the Arteta is bugging today. It's mad warm. He's wearing a thick jumper. Bro, that sums it all up. Sums it all up. Fabio Vieira, look at me, I'm left-footed. Finds Partey. Square pegs in round hole. You can't do this football university stuff with guys still in elementary school. These certain men are not good enough to do all of this. They can barely do their own role, let alone right back and these weird roles and things like that. I mean, we made a difficult task away from home even more difficult with however we've set up. I need to watch this again. Like I can't even criticize it because what have we done? It's all 5-yard cute passes. Tierney, one of the better players. Oh wow, Gabriel, that's decent. To be fair, Eddie's hold-up play has been a lot better than Jesus' in the last little bit. At least he stays up front. Fabio Vieira, Kieran Tierney. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. And Ketty had no chance. Whoa, Forest man has bugged out. Found Fabio Vieira, who's delivered. Important catch by Navas. He'll roll over several times, eat up more time on the clock, as you would expect. They're fighting for their lives. But once again, you wouldn't think this is a ride or die sort of situation for these, man. Big up yourself, Chad. I'll take it out, overdoing it, but fair enough. Look at the Forest fan. Why are you pretending to be stressed about this game? You know you've won, man. But I don't know about money in Saka's head, boy. Stop spamming, please. That's almost as annoying as what we're doing. They deserve their lead. No, it's not Arteta's jumper, but that tells you everything about our decision making. Fabio Vieira, your leg better be broken if you're rolling around that many times, you know. Or your chest. I hope you're all right, but what's going on? Fabio, get up, man. Get up, bro. Get up. I hope you're all right, but get up. Get up, man. Even Jorginho's telling him, fuck all of that, man. It's just a pussy old thing that we come with when we're losing. That it's... Benjamin White, Partey, White. Well, at least the season's over next week. Credit to us. There's some positives, but it's ending rather flat. You lot have mentally checked out, man. You can't tell me different. And I'm not someone that necessarily believes that, but based on obviously you lot have mentally checked out. I ain't seen a team that wants to win because they got battered last week. That wants to try and get the most wins we've had in the Premier League in a hot minute, or the most points tally, or trying to start building blocks for next season. Ain't seen none of that. And it doesn't matter who you're playing in the Prem. If you're not competitive, if you're not fighting to win your individual and collective battles, there you have it. It's training ground, bro. We're never getting out of first gear, Saka. Unless a moment of magic happens, which is unlikely, but there's small hope. Credit to Nottingham Forest. Arteta, you've complicated your own tactics, but you've also been tactically undone by Cooper as well, because you knew what they were going to do. Saka, Jesus, gets it back to Saka. Saka dive, man. Never a foul. It's never a foul. It's never a foul. Jesus, no foul. No foul. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. Ref, that's ours. Ref, whose ball is it? Take control, bro. Ref, don't let Cooper talk to you like that. Take control. Both sets of teams are confused, man. Fabio, come, man. You're going to show for it. Trossard. I said Trossard. Tierney, apologies. Jorginho wins it. All right, bang it. Jesus. Even I've given up on Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. Just as I said, even I've given up on Jesus. He tripped over his foot. Get up. Get up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get up. You're not at City no more. Get up. Last time I checked, there's 3 minutes. Fight to the end. Come on. Too much heads are dropping. You think the world cares about the great season you had and the crumbling that we're doing now? You think the world cares that we're losing again? Remember how this feels, you know? Because it's only going to get worse. Let this be a reminder. If you look carry on like this next season with the amount of expectation, it's peak. You lot should feel disappointed. I'm not going to say disgrace, disappointed in yourselves, disappointed in the last away game, disappointed that you weren't competitive. The world don't care. Keep going. If you don't believe you can get something out of the game, fucking tell Arteta and come off the pitch. Because again, I hate to lose, but you can accept it. It's the lack of competitiveness once again, as well as doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. Literally insanity. Saka, Partey. Gabriel, don't buy a lottery ticket. Looking like he was favouring to shoot that. Jorginho, Benjamin White. Boy, man. How on God's green and free kick to Forest. It's been crap, man. Bro, who isn't waiting for the game to end? Just end it, man. Big up West Ham, man. Who isn't waiting for this to end? Them man want it to end. Why should I care? Like, love the club, love the players, but today I don't want to see you lot past this. You lot don't care. You want to play like this if you care. And it's harsh saying that because I obviously think you care. But the thing about football is the talking with the feet. Credit to Forest. You lot are 6 points next year, though. If you lot stay up, you are 6 points, though. Remember that. You are 6. Well, I can't even count Southampton. You, Everton, if you stay up, you owe us. West Ham as well. We gave you a point. Pardon me. Liverpool, you owe us a win at Anfield finally. Come on, Jesus, man. Jesus, I don't know how you got 90 minutes, and this is your mistake now. Morgan gives White. Good fighting from him. Like, you, man, don't look. All you, man, got duppy. Make him score. Ramsdale, thank you. You lot are disgrace today with what that is. How many times have we... Bro, Jesus, how many times are you going to lose the ball? How many times are you going to lose the ball? How many times? They just want it more than you lot, man. You lot are too comfortable. You lot think we've achieved something. You lot think we're at a level already. You lot would rather be doing better things. There's 7 minutes of added on time. I know Arteta likes to take a few days to talk about result, and you need to talk to them today. Because I think we've got something special here. But you lot will not get to where we need to go if you don't pattern up. Tierney has thought the ball went out there, it did. Even one of the better players. What did you lot work on all week? What did you lot work on all week? Neil Cooper's pretending that he's scared that we're going to equalise. Allow it, Cooper. You know you've won. Ref, how long's this throw taking? Crazy, man. To be fair, 4 points off you lot is great then, man. Oh, we always make meaty guys look decent, man. Don't blame you, man. Appreciate you lot tuned in. Jesus, once you look past the running and intensity, there's not much, is there? Tierney. Early in the season, we might have scored about now. Partey. And now they're on the counter-attack. Benjamin White, ref, unnecessary foul by Johnson, you think. And Johnson's kicked the ball, ref. I hope you're adding it on. I hope you lot are looking at the dirty arts that we need to do next season. Everything that Forest have done, booting the ball, the ref's not susceptible to none of this. You can see some of these Forest players want to keep some of their wages, to be fair. Fabio, Gabriel, Jorginho, Tierney. Navas. Man. We're not drawing that, man. You didn't see this coming. What do you mean, where's the 7 minutes come from? Are you watching this here again? You're buying it. 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 Should even be more. Wish we could do Fergie time. Well, if we don't get top 4, we deal with it. Next season, we deal with it, man. Let's just deal with what's in front of us. And right now is an impending defeat. Back-to-back defeats, 4 goals conceded up and down the country in the last 2 days. Games, apologies. I want to hear that. Mentally shook. Above all, mentally. Again, that's away from the injuries and all of that jazz and evident overcomplication of tactics today and a lack of depth. Mentally woeful in this last stretch of the season, with the exception of Chelsea and Newcastle. Credit to Forest. Well in. Statistically, it's not, but it is a bottle. And to be fair, I don't really care about that. I don't know what Troops or any big up Troops. I don't care what any other content creator said, man. You're flying monkeys. Sometimes we overbars. To be fair, thank the Lord, my stream is froze. Bro, I'm not seeing any of the Nottingham Forest shirts or shorts dirty. Standard there at the office. These are the best kits to throw into the crowd. I don't know. Surely this has got to be Nottingham Forest's last home game of the season. I don't know, but it's got to be. And what a game it will be. Shout out to Forest if you think this win confirms that they stay in the division. So surely that means it's between Leeds, Everton, and someone else to decide who's gone. Thank the Lord this stream froze, man. Oh, that's froze. Come on, like, why I freeze at the end, fam? Every minute Arsenal don't win, blaming refs and all that jazz, man. Forget all of that. Even if the ref was shit, which he was, did we do enough to win? We didn't. Like, so I'm not here for it. Man, I always want to talk about VAR, and yes, sometimes the decisions are poor and all these things, and they cost the game. But if we're honest with ourselves, it's not done enough. Like, it's not done enough. Football's a 90-minute game. Like, I think it's a cop-out. It's either ignorance is bliss angle, because if you don't know the deeper elements of football, you're going to be there, or it's a cop-out, it's all coping, where all of these things, you can criticize the ref, but if we ain't done enough today. I don't even know what's going on now. The thing's froze, man. It's probably done now anyways. You know, no internet in my yard. And now look. What's going on, man? Now I'm gonna have to pre the flipping Premier League website. Might even turn on the radio, people. We've got a minute left. But shout out to my iPhone though. We've been using that data. This is froze still. At least, so what? Everton 100% gone. There could be a silver lining. Oh, at least City are going to lift it at Chelsea tomorrow, man. Well, failed ourselves, man. I really can't take not being competitive as in anything, because there's teams that will give Forest a tougher run for their money, man. Easiest 3 points they must have got at their ground all season, 100%. 100% Forest ain't, again, I might be wrong, 100% Forest ain't had to have worked that hard to get 3 points before. That easy, apologies. Definitely hard work. That should be that, man. Game done. Didn't miss nothing. Safe, innit? Overcomplication of tactics, bewildering tactics, individually players are not on this thing. Yeah, it's a myth, man. Man said stressed. How can you be stressed? I'm annoyed in our performance, but stressed. Lost the game, mate, top blue. Stressed? Not really, man. If you're letting Arsenal stress you after what you've seen in the last few weeks, you're doing too much. Time wasting. Forest were professional, wasted time, exploited the set piece, managed the game well in a positive way. Did not have to be at their best to take 3 points with us from us. Mentally fragile, bewildering tactics, playing at pedestrian pace. Everybody's coming short, which you're never going to break down a back three. The lack of directness I would go for. We're trying to be a bit too cute, clever, and precise. Come like we don't want to shoot. Like, am I missing anything else out? Like, these have been here before. They'll be here again, man. Like, if you're shocked by anything, I don't know what you're on, man. Very privileged. Yeah, it was a blessing. Just wish Arsenal had that desire. The wickedest thing, but I couldn't let you lot down. Win, lose, or draw, Arsenal fan or not. Someone was saying, you know what, should we just cancel the live stream? But that's not how we go. We don't make excuses. We find a way. Just wish my team had the same desire, man. Going to have Arteta's a great manager. I still believe in him, but you got evident shortcomings that need to be addressed. I believe in Saka. You got things you can improve. Martinelli the same. The gaffer is no different. If you think you can rock up with these bewildering tactics and some of these players or absence of certain players not being there and a knock-on effect, hey, credit to Forest. They weren't here for that foolishness you was trying to run. We've got a fetish for dropping points against the teams fighting for their lives, man. Credit to Forest, man. Boy, normalization in performance. But again, if you don't respect defending, boy, what a send-off I'd say for the away fans. Disgrace is harsh. Just pussy-holes today, man. Psychologically pathetic, man. Even that, I don't like. The league's gone. Why are you not turning up mentally? Like, are you lot on the beach already? Fair enough. If anyone in that Arsenal team has won a Premier League, won a Champions League at this club, or achieved anything major at this club, let me know. Maybe then I'll allow you to be on the beach and accept it. As if there's specifically at this club. If you've done that, you can be on the beach. You can coast. I don't think, look, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone's achieved that at Arsenal. Maybe certain man won the league in January. Don't want to see that. Credit to Nottingham Forest. Could not break down their low block. They worked very hard. Morgan Gibbs-White had a great game. They exploited the Odegaard mistake. They wasted time where they needed to. Professional, street smart performance. Easiest 3 points they will get. Don't think any kicks were dirty. Big them up. For us, it's more of the same. It's more of the same. Like, I'm a broken record, really and truly. Like, that is one of the worst performances in the season because there's a lack of belief. And it's played at it. I would, if you never told me that anything about the teams, I would say that's a friendly. Players don't look like they, and I hate to be the guy saying, and I don't necessarily believe players don't care, but players don't look like they care. No one, early in the season when things were going wrong, people were being protagonists. People were making the difference. People were saying, you know what, you made a mistake, let's go. Looking like everybody's looking at someone else to make them to make amends. It's very predictable. Saka's doubled up against, not that he had the greatest of games. Jesus wants to be everywhere apart from in the box. Eddie comes on, he wants to stand in the middle a lot more. Tierney looked a bit positive. Anyone who come off the bench looked a lot better. Trossard got a lot of time for you. Meady today. Gabriel, more involved with the refs than in the pitch. Benjamin White, shaky defensively. Whole team was poor. Simple as that. There's no need to scapegoat one man. Everyone was crap today, from the manager to the players. As I said, Arteta, you can see the weather out there. He's wearing a jumper. Team bugged out. Decision-making from the gaffer and from the off was meaty. Never saw a team that wanted to react to losing. Big up the super chat. DG has to go. This manager is not it. He's not it. He's not. Who else we're going to get? Last 6 weeks have killed us. Shout out to you. Jokes on you, Dark Side Run Punch. Make sure you're checking him out, people, because, yeah, man, we're about to down this, man. Forget football, man. One more week and this Prem season is over. Big up to you lot, people who have been here today, Arsenal fan or not, YouTube or Twitch. Yeah, nah, Serious Brothers my guy, even though he's acting like a prick right now. United fans talking for City. Crazy. Crazy. I do think it doesn't matter how much you get paid. I do think you care. But, like, that's by that same token, I have to stop myself and say, you know what? I support the club. The club don't support me. Them men are getting peas. What's the point? Boy, same old things. What should be next signings for Arsenal? I don't know for players, but you can't watch that and tell me you don't need another right back. You don't need another left back, especially if Tierney's keeping it moving. You don't need a centre middle too. You don't, not really today, but you clearly need a defender. Once again, I won't stop this agenda. You clearly need a more physical striker. Jesus wants to be out wide. Let him go be out wide. That can be Saka's replacement / cover. You might maybe even need another winger in it. Simple. But we're not going to get all of that. Thankfully, the last game is on the season. Mentally fragile, bro. Mentally fragile, cuz. Mentally fragile. Soft. It's all everyone's bottled it. And when I say bottled it, I'm talking about mentally preparing yourself for a game to be competitive, to right the wrongs of the Brighton game, etc., etc. People didn't want to be protagonists today. Other people wanted to be protagonists. These lot didn't want to be protagonists. They didn't want to seize the future. They didn't want to make it. They didn't want to put things wrong. Right, sorry, after Brighton. Meaty. Absolutely meaty. Wax, I think you mean 2 in a row. I mean, I don't want no one to feel sorry, man. It's before that. Yeah, mentally, the Liverpool-Southampton way. Before that, it's Brentford. It's turning up at Old Trafford with Lokonga in midfield. It's not breaking down the Newcastle block. It's not turning up at Goodison Park. It's waffling about VAR and lines not being drawn against Brentford, which are true, but bottling the game after you took the lead. And I know you can't win every game. You can't be perfect. Definitely we can't. But it's for me, it's very short-sighted just to look at which is true. It played a part. Obviously, the game, the season's done before we're talking about Brighton and Forest. Plenty of things that cost us in games that we've actually won in terms of conceding in games I've just said, which could have been utilised prior. But I think it's very short-sighted. The warning signs were there. So, yeah, man. But listen, there's no way you looked at Arsenal and thought you was elite. Right. 2 wins in 8. Horrible. Exactly. Got more rights to wrong than just Brighton. Exactly. Oh, whatever. Listen, Arsenal clearly have been good this season. Like, if other teams have flopped, that's their business or down to them. But as I said earlier, don't let what Arsenal have or haven't achieved away from winning stuff make you think they're at a certain level yet. Because I don't even know if the guys that are bagging goals consistently are going to bag goals, really continuing and whatnot. Anyone that thinks they've made it, anyone that thinks they've achieved anything, anyone that thinks they're the bee's knees, you need to F off out the club. Because it's too easy to beat Arsenal. It's far too easy. Team, I'm sure Nottingham Forest have had to fight a lot harder for them 3 points. But what more realistically? What more is there to say? Like, if I haven't said any, I've said everything really. Like, there isn't any more that I can say right now that you lot don't know, or probably wasn't said last week or the week before or whatever. In it, it's long now at this point. At this point, I can't take a paracetamol for them man's headache, in it. So, at this point, you have to protect your mental health. Yeah, man. Credit to Forest. You got to be gracious in defeat. But you lot, I don't want to see you lot. I don't want to, pardon me, I don't want to see anything about we're going to fight, we're going to keep working, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to maximize this, we're going to maximize that. Just shut your mouth and let the feet do the talking. There's too much lip service. Too much people want to look the part, talk the part without being the part. And you can fool some people some of the time. But as much as I love you boys and I'm proud of the progress we've made, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. I watch every game twice. You can't fool me. Oh, it's not even just him. Everybody's chatting. No, it's nothing to do with Pep or Wenger. Anything Arteta is doing is because of him. Nobody went. You did that today. I don't know what you thought. You knew you was playing a low block. You knew Navas was booting it long. You knew what time it was. Boy. It comes down to pride, bro. Some of you are checked out. Some of you can't fight, won't fight, don't know how to fight. Crazy, man. Exactly. How much time you gonna watch the same movie? and ask for a different ending. As I said, this season needs to be titled Training Day, man. That's all it is, man. So yeah, man. Man, you's got nothing to do with me. Big up you lot, but got nothing to do with me. You have to grow from it. Or anyone that feels sorry for themselves, fuck off. Simple as that. You've lost. Go and dissect it. You lot go watch the game back on the train, on the coach home. No one needs to have them fancy Lucasades and fancy foods. No one needs to be on their phones. No one needs to use Sky and watch TV. You lot need to watch this game. You know, you lot need to all on that coach. You lot get your notebooks out. As we saw in All or Nothing, you don't need to watch this game again. Get your showers, get out. Can have a cup of water and some bread, cut. You don't need anything else because you can't be hungry. You didn't run up and down. Your kits are probably cleaner than Nottingham Forest's. You don't need nothing to eat. Come out the ground, man. Only the subs. If you're Nick, Tierney, anyone who come off the bench, by default, you lot eat. No one else needs food because no one done nothing. Even Arteta, I got a lot of time for you. You don't need nothing to eat. You, man, go watch the game again. Do something productive today. Simple as that, man. I don't know for Arteta out, but fair enough. Man said blame Kincaid. Boy, Bakayo, you let the devil get you, man. Crazy. But yeah, shout out to you lot. At this point, what else am I going to say in it? I might as well cut people. It's shower, get ready, go out, live my best life. I'm going to do a reaction vid quickly, and I'm cutting. Personally, I have to say, banter or not, Arsenal fans, whatever fans you are, Nottingham Forest, wherever, Twitch, YouTube, couldn't be done without you lot. And as we draw to a close of this season, I want to thank you lot that have consistently been here. It's not done yet. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get to do one for Arsenal Wolves people, which I have said for a number of weeks. It's been a pleasure. Like, we'll do some games midweek, but it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to live the highs and lows of not just my club, many other club with you lot. Without you lot, the channel would be dead. It'd be boring, you know. It's been a good season for Arsenal away from today and what we've obviously bottled. But it's been great to watch it and be a part of it with you lot, man, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. So if this was the last game of the season at DGFC, walking around, you lot, can't be done without you lot, man. Can't be done without you lot, man. I appreciate you lot's support, man. At least us with DG Nation, we fight for the cause. I just wish my club were in it. So yeah, man. On that note, don't cry, man. Don't cry, man. Without you lot, it's dead, man. It's dead, man. You lot are the real MVPs, man. You lot are the real MVPs. Without you lot, it's dead. It's proper dead. It's proper dead. And I know it's not always nice to you lot in time zones. Like if you're in Australia, God knows what time it is. If you're behind UK time, God knows what time it is. Without you lot, it's dead, man. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. I don't know who hyped up the team. I could only be accountable for myself. But if Arsenal fans act like clowns, I understand it, innit, man. Whiskey is not my favorite still, man. Get the Red F or Saturn, man. Or get your Dark Side Rum Punch. And he's actually a United fan. You knew this was coming, man. He set me up still. But yeah. Appreciate you lot. Smash the like button, subscribe. Obviously, when the off season comes, it doesn't mean the grind is stopping. There'll be things to talk about. We'll have things to talk about. By the time July is here, we blink twice and we're back in August, and it starts all over again. So yeah, you lot stay blessed, stay safe. Hope you and your loved ones have had a great weekend and a great week. Hope next week is even bigger and better, man. I just wish we had fullbacks that did this.
Yeah, against this right back, Charlie, definitely.
There's always just that active red light, defending. I think it's like. Bounce!